Chapter 207. After listening to the system's mission, Wang Mang was a little surprised. He didn't expect that the system would issue a mission. However, although the reward of this mission was still the most generous, Wang Mang wasn't sure if he could complete it. After all, this guy's strength was comparable to the top Monster King. Wang Mang was still 100 years away from the Grand Monster King. Therefore, Wang Mang was still a little worried. Obviously, he wanted to kill this damn monk, but he was worried that he couldn't defeat him. Moreover, even if he could defeat him, Wang Mang didn't think that he could kill this monk whose strength was close to the monster royals. Therefore, after pondering for a long time, Wang Mang decided to choose the second mission. Although he was very confident in his strength, he didn't want to be so reckless just to be on the safe side. After all, once he chose the third mission, he wouldn't get anything if he couldn't complete it. Thinking of this, Wang Mang said in his heart, "System, I choose the second mission." The next moment, the system's familiar voice sounded. "Ding! The host has successfully chosen the mission. Please complete it as soon as possible to get the reward." After choosing the mission, Wang Mang looked at Monk Du Jie coldly with his eyes full of fighting spirit. Seeing this, Monk Du Jie put his palms together and sighed with a kind face. "Ba, since you don't know how to appreciate my kindness, don't blame me for being ruthless." As soon as he finished speaking, Wang Mang saw that the monk turned over in the air and shouted in a low voice, blotting out the sky and the sun. Then, the golden-threaded red kasaya on his body flew towards him. It grew bigger and bigger in the wind. That was true. The scene in front of him. It reminded Wang Mang of a movie in his previous life. The great mighty heavenly dragon of Jinshan Temple, Fa Hai. Of course, Wang Mang wasn't afraid of him. Seeing the monastic robe that blotted out the sky flying over, Li Mu was shocked. Wang Mang's body grew in the wind and instantly turned into a huge body. At the same time, Wang Mang also opened his bloody mouth. He spat out a mouthful of black flames at the kasaya in the sky. Seeing this, Monk Du Jie sneered, "Solar true, fire curse. Go." As soon as he finished speaking, Monk Du Jie's hands kept changing as he chanted. Then, a golden swastika flaming seal quickly hit the kasaya. Then, Wang Mang saw a scene that stunned him. The cassock shone with golden light. His black flames of the fallen could not burn the cassock. Seeing Wang Mang's stunned look, Monk Du Jie flew over and said with a kind smile, "Evil creature, what other abilities do you have?" Wang Mang flew into a rage out of humiliation. When he saw this guy flying towards him, he quickly whipped out his huge tail. The speed was so fast that it emitted a whining sound. But in the face of Wang Mang's swift and fierce attack, Monk Du Jie's expression changed slightly. Then he stepped on the air with the tip of his foot and dodged backward. "Evil creature, you're not weak." After saying that, Monk Du Jie sneered. His palms gradually turned bright red like red-hot iron. Then, he jumped up and slapped Wang Mang's huge body with his palm. Wang Mang was in so much pain that he almost cried out, "Damn, it's so hot." Wang Mang was immediately furious. He opened his bloody mouth, wanting to swallow the monk whole. However, Monk Du Jie kicked him in the chest. Then, he flew backward to distance himself from Monk Du Jie. Seeing this scene, Wang Mang was so angry that he lost his mind. He swayed his huge body and rushed up regardless of anything. Seeing this, Monk Du Jie smiled kindly. "Evil creature, you're angry." Then, he opened his bloody mouth facing Wang Mang. He made a gesture with his hands, and a golden 9 feet chi wall condensed. For a moment, Wang Mang was overjoyed when he saw that the monk did not dodge. He bit down hard with his bloody mouth. But the next moment, Wang Mang was shocked to find that his bite force was close to 200 tons, and it was a terrifying bite force that burst out in an instant. He could not bite through the golden chi wall that covered Monk Du Jie. It felt as if he had bitten into a huge, round iron ball. Seeing this scene, Wang Mang had no choice but to let go of his big mouth. He wanted to swallow the chi wall, but he could not do it at all. He was afraid that he would be killed by Monk Du Jie from the inside if he swallowed it. But when Wang Mang just let go of his bloody mouth, Monk Du Jie in the Qi wall put his 2 fingers together and pointed at Wang Mang with his golden fingertips. A golden light burst out and fell on Wang Mang's huge body. Puff! Even if Wang Mang used his body of steel, there was still a bloody hole on his body. This made Wang Mang even angrier. I can't bite you. Can't I beat you? Thinking of this, Wang Mang began to gather strength and whipped the Qi wall with his huge tail. What made it break down was that no matter how hard he tried, he could not break the Qi wall. On the contrary, Monk Du Jie took the opportunity to keep poking him with his fingertips, leaving many bloody holes on his body. Moreover, this monk was extremely vicious. He wanted to blind his eyes several times, but Wang Mang avoided him vigilantly. In addition, even the corrosive poison could not do anything to this 9 feet thick Qi wall. This golden Qi wall was endless, like a cycle, indestructible and flawless. However, Wang Mang knew that there was no such thing as a flawless plan. Being unable to break the golden Qi wall meant that he was not strong enough. It was difficult to threaten Monk Du Jie. However, after the anger, Wang Mang came to his senses. Damn it! His task was to fight. He did not say that he had to kill this monk. Although he could not beat this monk could not kill him. Thinking of this, Wang Mang retreated quickly. Seeing this scene, Monk Du Jie was surprised. Seeing that the opponent was about to run, Monk Du Jie shouted angrily, "Evil creature, don't go." Then, he gathered the Qi wall in his palms. The next moment, a basketball-sized golden Qi wall appeared and was pushed out by his palms. This golden Qi wall shot toward Wang Mang. Seeing this scene, Wang Mang's heart tightened. He looked at the sky, at the golden red kasaya that covered the sky. Then, Wang Mang roared angrily, "Damn Baldy! Next time we meet, I will reward you." After that, Wang Mang plunged into the ground. In the next moment, a golden barrier shot out from Wang Mang's location, exploding with an earth-shattering explosion. After the smoke and dust dissipated, Monk Du Jie quickly stepped forward. Seeing the huge hole in the ground, his face was gloomy and he said coldly, "Daring evil creature, you are quite capable." At the same time, Wang Mang, who had burrowed into the ground, was unhappy. This was the first time he had been chased by a human for so long. This damned Baldy deserved to die for his heinous crimes. But when he thought of the monk on the ground, he thought that he would be furious. Wang Mang's mood became better. Damn it! This damn monk, where did he come from? He is too arrogant. I can't even kill him. Didn't we agree that there are no strong humans? Why is there a ferocious monk? Thinking of this, Wang Mang felt helpless. At this time, the system's voice sounded, "Ding. Congratulations, host. Mission completed. Ding. Congratulations, host. Obtained 10 million evolution points. Ding. Reminder, host. Strength evaluation test. Host current strength ranking. 8th on the Fengyun list. Note, the Fengyun list has a total of 100 people. Above the Fengyun list is the world's strongest list. Chapter 208. After listening to the system's voice, Wang Mang was stunned at first, then a little surprised. He did not expect that he would have a fight with this Baldy. And now the system had even evaluated his strength? As for the billboard, Wang Mang understood. It was probably a list below the global powerhouse ranking. The so-called 8th place on the billboard made Wang Mang a little surprised. Did this mean that there were 108 powerhouses who were stronger than him? Thinking of this, Wang Mang felt that it was not possible. Damn it, there could not be so many people who were stronger than him on the continent. Thinking of this, Wang Mang was a little unconvinced. However, thinking of the global powerhouse ranking, it seemed to be talking about the entire Earth. After thinking of this, Wang Mang felt relieved. If there were more than 100 powerhouses in the world who were stronger than him, it was acceptable. After all, the ocean was too big. There were many powerhouses who were stronger than him. This was not surprising. Thinking of this, Wang Mang was in a good mood. After all, he was now ranked 108. If that was the case, he just needed to become stronger, and he might be able to enter the global top 100 list. Wang Mang, who was in a good mood, continued to travel underground. He traveled underground for more than an hour. Wang Mang then shrunk his body and drilled out of the ground. However, Wang Mang did not expect that he would be in someone else's house. This was the big courtyard of a villager's villa. Fortunately, no one saw Wang Mang. Therefore, Wang Mang hid in a corner. After looking at the map for a while, he found the right direction again and drilled back into the ground to continue his journey. An hour later, Wang Mang drilled out of the ground and came to the jungle again. After taking a look at his surroundings, he said, "It's fine." Wang Mang continued his journey on the ground. Just like this, Wang Mang continued his journey for 2 more days. Finally, he arrived at the largest forest in the 4 provinces of Sichuan, the Kunlun mountain range. This mountain range was too big. It was so big that Wang Mang didn't even notice it when he arrived. Moreover, the Kunlun mountain range was very big. It ran through 4 provinces. Furthermore, after entering the mountain range, Wang Mang could clearly feel that the spiritual qi here was much denser than the other places outside. This strange phenomenon made Wang Mang even more curious. Why was the spiritual qi in Mount Kunlun richer than in other places? Over the past few days, Wang Mang had been able to sense that the thin spiritual energy in the air was increasing at a subtle but slow rate. However, this place was several times heavier than other places. Just by taking a breath, one would feel refreshed. Right at this moment, an eagle circling in the sky descended from the sky and landed on a tree branch not far from Wang Mang. Wang Mang raised his head to look and discovered that this old eagle looked a little familiar. F***CK. Wasn't this old eagle, who used to be a subordinate of the Tranquil king? Back then, it was this guy who led him to pay a visit to the Tranquil king. In the end, he even offended the Tranquil king. Therefore, Wang Mang was quite familiar with this guy. However, this old eagle obviously didn't recognize Wang Mang. He said arrogantly, "Halt! The land of Kunlun is the territory of the Lord Demon Emperor." Hearing this, Wang Mang was shocked. In fact, Wang Mang wanted to curse out loud. Did he bump into a demon emperor again? Could it be that this Kunlun mountain was occupied by a demon emperor? However, when he thought of the abundant spiritual qi nearby, Wang Mang felt relieved. However, what Wang Mang was curious about was how many demon emperors there were in the Red Empire. At this time, one would appear from time to time, which made Wang Mang feel a little annoyed. Thinking of this, Wang Mang decided to take the opportunity to ask this old eagle. After a year, he transformed into a body of more than 30 meters and said to the old eagle, "Fellow cultivator, it's me. Do you still remember me?" After seeing Wang Mang, the old eagle felt that he looked very familiar. Then, he immediately exclaimed, "It's you, fellow cultivator. Why did you come to the Kunlun Mountains?" Hearing this, Wang Mang was speechless. "I wanted to ask you, why did you come here?" Of course, in the face of the old eagle's question, Wang Mang found a reason to explain. After hearing this, the old eagle suddenly understood and said, "I see. Fellow cultivator, why did you come to the Kunlun Mountains?" Wang Mang asked. Hearing this, the old eagle said helplessly, "After the Tranquil king died, I naturally went to another place." At this point, the old eagle couldn't help but feel proud. "However, now my status is even higher. I'm greatly favored by the Lord Demon Emperor. Moreover, I'm now under the Lord Demon Emperor. My Lord Demon Emperor is a big shot standing at the top of the pyramid in the entire Red Empire." As he spoke, the old eagle proudly raised his head. Seeing this, Wang Mang immediately asked with a smile, "Fellow cultivator, how many demon emperors are there in the Red Empire?" How many demon emperors? Do you think demon emperors are cabbages?" The old eagle was speechless and continued to explain. "In the Red Empire, there are 5 demon emperors on land. The Yellow River has 2 demon emperors. The Yangtze River has 1 demon emperor. On land, they are Stone Emperor, Tree Emperor, Flower Emperor, Willow Emperor, and Dog Emperor. Our Lord Demon Emperor is the Tiger Emperor." After hearing the old eagle's words, Wang Meng came to a realization. Now, he finally had some understanding of the Red Empire's demon emperors. However, what Wang Meng didn't expect was that the Red Empire had so many demon emperors. If that was the case, except for the terrifying existence in the ocean, the Red Empire should be the most terrifying. Thinking of this, Wang Meng couldn't help but feel speechless. He really didn't dare to imagine. If the calamity came, how bad would the situation be for the Red Empire? But at this moment, Wang Meng felt a terrifying aura surging towards the sky. Then, Wang Meng heard a heaven-shaking roar that resonated through heaven and earth. "Damn dog, you really deserve to die." After hearing this voice, the old eagle immediately abandoned Wang Meng and flew into the distance. Seeing this, Wang Meng also moved his body and rushed towards the mountain range. When Wang Meng arrived at the back of the mountain, he saw two figures fighting in the forest. Their auras were extremely terrifying. One of them was a completely white tiger, and the other was the dog emperor that Wang Meng was familiar with. Moreover, the battle between the two was extremely terrifying. They had really reached the level of flying in the sky, burrowing into the ground, and traversing the mountains and forests. Their speed was so fast that it left Wang Meng dumbfounded, because the battle between the two of them was too fast. Moreover, every time they attacked, they were like monks passing through tribulations, using all kinds of divine abilities, especially the big white tiger with black spots all over its body. Every time it opened its mouth, it could spit out a powerful beam of light, and its power was even more terrifying. At this moment, the system's voice sounded in Wang Meng's mind again, frowny-faced Ding. Detected the host's current situation. The host is given the following mission to choose from. Mission 1. Choose to help the Tiger Emperor kill the Dog Emperor. Obtain the friendship of the Tiger Emperor. Mission time. Obtain upon completion. Mission reward. 5 million evolution points. Mission 2. Choose to help the Dog Emperor get rid of the Tiger Emperor. Obtain the attention of the Dog Emperor. Mission time. Obtain upon completion. Mission reward. 10 million evolution points. Mission 3. Seize the opportunity to steal the Emperor-level herb. Successfully retreat and leave. Mission time. Obtain upon completion. Mission reward. 15 million evolution points. Chapter 209. After listening to the system's voice, Wang Meng couldn't help but be a little stunned. He didn't expect that the system would let him interfere in the battle of the Demon Emperor. Damn it, he was obviously not qualified. Whether it was the Dog Emperor or the Tiger Emperor, Wang Meng only watched the scene of their battle. Wang Meng was so guilty that he didn't have the slightest bit of confidence. The strength of these two guys was even more exaggerated than he imagined. For example, this white tiger spat out a beam of light and directly blew up a hill into ashes. To be honest, this power was even more exaggerated than a rocket launcher or an ordinary grenade. Moreover, looking at the abilities of these two guys, it was obvious that they were very powerful. Therefore, Wang Meng didn't choose the mission immediately. Instead, he quietly used information detection. What made Wang Meng happy was that he could now check the information of this Dog Emperor. Not only the Dog Emperor, but the information of this white tiger also appeared in front of Wang Meng's eyes. Target: Dog Emperor. Cultivation experience: 6,500 years. Level: Demon Emperor. Supernatural power. Luck value: 94. Threat level: Fatal. Target: Tiger Emperor. Cultivation experience: 6,800 years. Level: Demon Emperor. Supernatural power. Luck value: 93. Threat level: Fatal. After reading the information of these two guys, Wang Meng couldn't help but think to himself, the cultivation experience of these two guys was too exaggerated. Damn it, more than 6,000 years. Moreover, it wasn't the kind of demon emperor that had just reached 6,000 years. This white tiger demon emperor was even stronger than the Dog Emperor. Thinking of this, Wang Meng already made a decision in his heart. With the strength of these two guys, he couldn't interfere. Since that was the case, he could only choose the third mission. Speaking of the third mission, the difficulty was both high and low, but the reward was high. If he could complete this mission, Wang Mang could almost evolve. Moreover, this heavenly treasure that could make the Dog Emperor mobilize so many people to steal was obviously extraordinary. Thinking of this, Wang Mang hardened his heart and said in his heart, "System, I choose mission 3. After choosing the mission, in the blink of an eye, the 2 demon emperors had already disappeared from his field of vision. Wang Mang's heart skipped a beat as he stared at the eagle great demon circling in the sky not far away. With that in mind, Wang Mang quietly used the soul-controlling seal. The advantage of the soul-controlling seal was that it could remove the control of the target at any time. Unlike the king's thrall, it was too domineering. After using it, unless the target died, the target would forever be his servant. Therefore, Wang Mang preferred to use the soul-controlling seal. At the same time, after Wang Mang used the soul-controlling seal, the eagle in the sky screamed and fell from the sky. Fortunately, he was a great demon and didn't fall to his death. After struggling for less than a minute, the eagle great demon flew towards Wang Mang respectfully. "Your servant greets you, my great master." Hearing this, Wang Mang nodded indifferently and said, "Bring me to the Tiger Emperor's cave abode." Hearing this, the eagle great demon nodded respectfully and flapped his wings to lead the way for Wang Mang. As for Wang Mang, he quickly followed behind Eagle. After flying for more than 10 minutes, Eagle suddenly stopped. Wang Mang finally arrived at the cave abode under the eagle great demon's lead. This was a huge and spacious cave abode. Just as Wang Mang approached, he could feel the soaring demon aura. However, Wang Mang didn't care at all. He quickly moved his body and entered the Tiger Emperor's cave. At the same time, Wang Mang couldn't help but feel emotional. He used to despise the Black Bear Demon King's actions. However, Wang Mang didn't expect that he would do such a sneaky thing one day. While feeling emotional, Wang Mang immediately realized that something was wrong after entering the cave. That was because there were other demons in the cave. For a moment, Wang Mang quietly shrunk his body and continued to walk deeper into the cave. Then, Wang Mang saw a rat great demon. It was holding a translucent plant that looked like an amethyst in its mouth. Now it was walking out of the cave. Seeing this scene, Wang Mang was stunned. Damn it! A mere great demon dared to steal the Tiger Emperor's treasure? This made Wang Mang very suspicious, but even more so, he felt that it was impossible. A mere great demon, even if it ate the guts of a leopard, would definitely not dare to be so bold. Thinking of this, Wang Mang suddenly had a guess. This rat great demon was very likely sent by the Dog Emperor. The Dog Emperor was in charge of luring the Tiger Emperor away, then letting this rat great demon steal the treasure. The more Wang Mang thought about it, the more he felt that something was off. Although this Dog Emperor was a few hundred years behind the Tiger Emperor, the difference in strength was definitely not that great. After all, both sides were demon emperors, so the most likely possibility was that the Dog Emperor was indeed in charge of luring the tiger away from the mountain. After understanding the problem, Wang Mang was even more conflicted. Should he kill this little thing? At that time, he would probably offend the Dog Emperor. But after thinking about it, it seemed that he had no choice but to kill this little thing. If he did not kill this rat great demon, he might be exposed. Thinking of this, Wang Mang had already made a decision. Then, Wang Mang stood in front of the rat great demon when it was about to approach him. When it saw Wang Mang, the rat great demon was shocked. Especially the demonic aura on Wang Mang's body. It was even more shocking. That was because the demonic aura on Wang Mang's body was too terrifying. This was definitely close to the level of a great demon king. For a moment, under Wang Mang's aura, the rat great demon trembled even more. It looked at Wang Mang in fear and said in a fawning tone, My demon emperor is the Dog Emperor." After mentioning the Dog Emperor, the rat great demon was a little more confident. Hearing this, Wang Mang ignored it and opened his bloody mouth. It swallowed the rat demon emperor along with the translucent purple treasure. In the next moment, Wang Mang's body subconsciously shivered, and he felt cold all over. This feeling was as if he had fallen into a cold cave. This even made Wang Mang feel cold all over. In the next moment, Wang Mang heard the system's voice frowny-faced ding. Congratulations to the host. Successfully devoured the 6,000-year-old Demon Emperor level treasure. Purple Ice Essence. Ding. Congratulations to the host. Obtained 30 million evolution points. Ding. The accumulation has met the evolution conditions. Do you want to begin evolution? No. After hearing the system's voice, Wang Mang, who was shivering all over, hurriedly refused. How would he dare to evolve here? This was the Tiger Emperor's territory. What made Wang Mang even more surprised was that this Demon Emperor level treasure actually allowed him to obtain so many evolution points. It could be said that one stock almost allowed him to meet the evolution conditions once. This was something that Wang Mang never expected. After all, he needed 40 million evolution points to evolve once. However, a 6,000-year-old Demon Emperor level heavenly material and earthly treasure almost made him evolve directly. Chapter 210. At the thought of this, Wang Mang became excited. It was as if he could see the direction of his goal. Damn it. No wonder the Bear Demon King liked to steal things from other people's cave abodes. No wonder the Mutt Demon Emperor also liked to steal things from other people's cave abodes. As expected of the role model of my generation, the real shortcut was to steal the accumulation of other Demon Kings and Demon Emperors. This was the fastest way to improve one's strength. Just as Wang Mang was immersed in joy, he suddenly sensed a terrifying beastly aura approaching him. Oh no, the White Tiger Demon Emperor is back. This terrifying demonic aura scared Wang Mang so much that he quickly regained his senses. He guessed that the Tiger Emperor might have seen through the Dog Emperor's plan. At the thought of this, Wang Mang didn't dare to hesitate at all. He hurriedly dove into the ground and fled. But just as Wang Mang dove into the ground and heaved a sigh of relief, he realized that the terrifying aura behind him was still there. This immediately caused Wang Mang's heart to tremble. F***CK, could it be that this tiger could also burrow into the ground? But in the next moment, Wang Mang knew that he had guessed correctly. Suddenly, a deafening roar came from behind him. Ant, you can't run away. This was the familiar voice of the Tiger Demon Emperor. It scared Wang Mang so much that he panicked. He didn't expect the Tiger Emperor to catch up so quickly. No, I have to run quickly. At the thought of this, he frantically dove into the depths of the ground. Then, like a loach, he scurried around underground. Obviously, Wang Mang was trying to shake off the Tiger Emperor. But Wang Mang still underestimated the terror of the Demon Emperor. He had been running for a few days, but he still couldn't shake off the Demon Emperor's pursuit. Yes, no matter how he escaped underground, the Tiger Emperor was still chasing after him. This also made Wang Mang feel bitter. Didn't I just steal your heavenly treasure? Did you have to chase after me? Besides, I've already eaten it. Do you want me to drag it out and return it to you? Helpless, Wang Mang communicated as he fled. Tiger Emperor, I've already eaten it. There's no need for you to chase after me. Then, the Tiger Emperor's roar, which was brimming with killing intent, came from behind. Then Ben Huang will eat you. Make up for the losses. Wang Mang couldn't help but curse inwardly after hearing the Tiger Emperor's words. At the same time, Wang Mang did not dare to slow down. As for why he didn't fly in the sky, this was because the speed of this tiger in the sky was even faster than him. He had witnessed the speed at which the Tiger Emperor had chased after the Dog Emperor back then. Therefore, Wang Mang had no choice but to continue escaping through the ground or into the water. He believed that this fellow wouldn't be so terrifying in the water. Just like that, Wang Mang fled underground for half a month. The Tiger Emperor chased after them for half a month. Later, Wang Mang fled into the sea. The Tiger Emperor still wouldn't let him go. Moreover, the Tiger Emperor's strength was simply beyond Wang Mang's expectations. The Tiger Emperor's speed in the water was not much slower than his. Moreover, Wang Mang was fleeing. Wang Mang didn't dare to slow down, so he naturally didn't dare to dive into the deep sea. Therefore, he could only escape on the surface of the water and occasionally sink into the water. However, he still couldn't shake off this fellow. Helpless, Wang Mang made up his mind and swam directly towards the sea where the Sea Dragon King was. That was because, in Wang Mang's opinion, only the Sea Dragon King could help him. The Tiger Emperor's strength was too ferocious. He was no match for him at all. During the escape process, Wang Mang also exchanged blows with him. However, Wang Mang didn't dare to take even half a move from him head-on. Therefore, Wang Mang spent most of his time on the run. F***CK. Continue chasing me if you can. Wang Mang cursed behind him and continued to dive into the water to escape. However, the Tiger Emperor was still on the surface of the sea, chasing Wang Mang and flying rapidly above the sea. In the blink of an eye, another half a month passed. Wang Mang spent a full month. Only then did he successfully escape to the terrifying deep sea where the Sea Dragon King was. Then, Wang Mang, who was diving deep into the water. Not long after, he saw the terrifying Sea Dragon King rushing towards him. When he saw the Sea Dragon King, Wang Mang quickly said, "Brother Sea Dragon King, save me." The Sea Dragon King was also very surprised when he saw that it was Wang Mang. He nodded indifferently and looked at the Tiger Emperor chasing behind Wang Mang. Then the Sea Dragon King said, "Get out of the way." Hearing this, Wang Mang quickly understood and dove. Then, Wang Mang saw a scene that left him dumbstruck. He saw a terrifying water dragon spurt out of the Sea Dragon King's huge mouth. With a frightening speed, the frightening water dragon shot toward the Tiger Emperor. Seeing this, the Tiger Emperor hurriedly dodged the attacking water dragon. However, this terrifying water dragon exploded out of the water and set off a 100-meter-tall wave. At the same time, the Tiger Emperor, who wanted to continue chasing Wang Mang, also stopped in his tracks. Obviously, the Tiger Emperor could feel the Sea Dragon King's terrifying aura. He also knew that the Sea Dragon King was not to be trifled with, and he knew Wang Mang. Therefore, the Tiger Emperor was in a dilemma and hesitated, because this Sea Dragon King was the overlord of the sea. However, his cultivation had definitely reached more than 6,000 years. In fact, his cultivation was even more terrifying than his. At the same time, seeing the Sea Dragon King intimidate the Tiger Emperor with one strike, Wang Mang was also secretly impressed. As expected of the Cuttlefish King's big brother, his strength was simply too strong. Thinking of this, Wang Mang also quietly used information detection. In the next moment, the Sea Dragon King's information appeared before his eyes. Target: Sea Dragon King cultivation, 7,000 years. Level: Demon Emperor Divine ability. Luck: 94 threat level. Fatal achievement: 81st on the global powerhouse list. After reading the Sea Dragon King's information, Wang Mang immediately came to a realization. No wonder this big brother Sea Dragon King could intimidate the Tiger Emperor. This strength was simply a little stronger than the Tiger Emperor. At this moment, the Tiger Emperor said in a cold tone, "Fellow Taoist of the Sea Clan, are you really going to protect him? Offending Ben Huang for a guy who isn't even a great demon king." Hearing this, Wang Mang was shocked and hurriedly said fiercely, "What the F***CK do you know? I've been through life and death with Big Brother Sea Dragon King. Our relationship is really strong." After hearing Wang Mang's words, the Tiger Emperor snorted coldly and ignored Wang Mang. On the contrary, he looked straight at the Sea Dragon King and waited for his reply. This also made Wang Mang a little flustered and secretly vigilant. If the Sea Dragon King sold him out, there was nothing he could do. Therefore, he was ready to continue running at any time. If it really didn't work, he could only lure this guy to the Lord of Sacrifice. The Lord of Sacrifice was definitely the most terrifying guy Wang Mang had ever seen. Moreover, this guy was not friendly to Wang Mang. If he really lured the Tiger Emperor over, the Lord of Sacrifice might directly kill him. Fortunately, in the next moment, the Sea Dragon King's words immediately moved Wang Mang. The Sea Dragon King's voice was filled with mockery and disdain. I am a member of one of the 5 old clans of the ocean. Why would I be afraid of a big cat like you? Even if all the demon emperors on your land came. So what? The ocean is our territory. You get lost. Facing the Sea Dragon King's contempt, the Tiger Emperor remained silent. After pondering for a while, he looked at Wang Mang coldly and sneered, "Snake and rat, if you have the ability, stay in the ocean forever. Otherwise, After saying that, the Tiger Emperor left unwillingly. Seeing this scene, Wang Mang heaved a sigh of relief. Then, he was about to thank the Sea Dragon King. At this moment, the system's voice sounded frowny-faced ding. Congratulations, host. Mission successfully completed. Ding. Congratulations, host. Obtained 15 million evolution points. Ding. The accumulation of evolution conditions have been met. Would you like to evolve? Chapter 211. After hearing the system's voice, Wang Mang almost couldn't hold back his tears. These 15 million evolution points were not easy to earn. He was almost killed by this Tiger Emperor. Fortunately, he ran to the sea in the end and asked for help from the Sea Dragon King. Thinking of this, Wang Mang's heart ached. F***CK. He had been chased for a month. Fortunately, he had finally completed the mission. Of course, Wang Mang couldn't evolve now. Therefore, he silently said in his heart, "No." Then, Wang Mang looked at the Sea Dragon King gratefully and said sincerely, "Thank you for your help, brother Sea Dragon. If it weren't for your help, I would be in such a sorry state." Hearing this, the Sea Dragon King nodded slowly and smiled. Our Sea Dragon clan has an extremely good relationship with the King Cuttlefish clan. Since you're the King Cuttlefish's brother, you're naturally a friend of our Sea Dragon clan. Wang Mang was extremely moved. He thanked the Sea Dragon King for a long time before asking, "Brother Sea Dragon King, why are you still the Sea Dragon King when you are so strong?" "According to my estimation, I should call you the Sea Dragon Emperor." Hearing Wang Mang's flattery, the Sea Dragon King shook his head slightly and smiled. The sea is different from land. To be called an emperor in the sea, one must be recognized by the majority of the sea clans. There are not many who can be called an emperor in the sea. Unlike on land, you can be called an emperor with 6,000 years of cultivation. After hearing the Sea Dragon King's words, Wang Mang came to a realization. No wonder the Sea Dragon King's cultivation had reached 7,000 years. He was still the Sea Dragon King. It turned out that he couldn't be called an emperor. However, Wang Mang also understood the secrets of the sea. Obviously, it was not enough to be called an emperor in the sea. One had to be recognized by most of the experts in the sea. Just this point alone made it much more difficult than traveling on land. After all, according to the Sea Dragon King's cultivation, 7,000 years of cultivation was probably still not enough. He probably had to have an even higher cultivation. Just think about it, and you'll know how terrifying it is. After that, Wang Mang thanked the Sea Dragon King again before taking his leave. After all, constantly bothering others was actually very tiring. The demon race was the same as humans. There was no such thing as benefits. Strength was everything. The more he used, the fewer favors he would get. Helplessly, how could Wang Mang take out something that would catch the other party's eye? The other party was a demon emperor, and his cultivation was even older than the Tiger Emperor's. His strength was simply boundless. He would probably only be interested in demon emperor-level natural treasures. But Wang Mang didn't have such a thing. It wasn't easy to get one, and it ended up in his stomach. Furthermore, there really was such a treasure. He couldn't bear to take it out. Besides, didn't you hear the Sea Dragon King's name? We were just each other's friends. We used to be brothers. After helping him once for nothing, they had become friends. Therefore, Wang Mang knew that he still had to rely on himself. With this thought in mind, Wang Mang quickly left the Sea Dragon King's territory. After that, Wang Mang found a deserted island on the ocean. After arriving at the deserted island, Wang Mang found a cave. After entering the cave, he was ready to evolve. Because ever since he was chased by the Tiger Emperor, Wang Mang's desire to become stronger was especially strong. Of course, before evolving, he still had to sort out his gains from the past few days. Therefore, Wang Mang silently said in his heart, "System, open my personal information." In the next moment, personal information appeared before his eyes. Host, Wang Mang. Type, black flame bull python. Status, peak. Cultivation, for 1,900 years. Body shape, 108 meters long, 3 meters wide, 180,000 kilograms. Combat strength, 180,000 kilograms of bite force, 98 kilometers per hour. Skills, death coil, corrosive poison, skin camouflage, steel body, super self-healing, water breathing, bloodthirsty rage, 10,000 beast deterrence, wishful shrinking. Supernatural powers, king's slavery, soul controlling seal, black flames of death, broken body rebirth, mysterious water heavy domain, earth drilling, wings on back. Special, storage space, information detection, ginseng king X1, 10% discount evolution card X1, 20% discount evolution card X1, free magical ability upgrade chance X1, advanced blind box X1, designated lottery chance X2, random lottery chance X2, iron palm. Shopping mall, activated. Luck value, 66, above average. Evolution value, 67 million/40 million. Current ranking, 8th place on the billboard. After reading his personal information, Wang Mang secretly nodded in satisfaction. Fortunately, the harvest this time was very good. Otherwise, Wang Mang would cry to death. F*CK, this F*King Tiger Emperor. It chased him for a month. It made him even more nervous now. Originally, he had 5 months to prepare and break through to the Demon Emperor. But in the end, this dog caused him to waste a month just by running away. If he didn't take revenge, he wouldn't be a gentleman. F*CK. Tiger Emperor, just you wait. Wait until I'm strong enough to kill you. Wang Mang secretly clenched his teeth and said in his heart. After all, the Tiger Emperor was the first person to chase him for a month. It simply chased him until he had nowhere to go. In the end, he escaped to the sea. Moreover, he had to rush back to the land now, which would delay him for a few days. In this way, the Tiger Emperor's chase had caused him to suffer heavy losses. Thinking until here, Wang Mang calmed down for a long time before he calmed down the anger in his heart. Then Wang Mang silently said in his heart, "System, start evolving." The next moment, the system's voice sounded again. Ding. Successfully deducted 40 million evolution value. Evolving. Then, Wang Mang once again lost consciousness during the evolution. 2 hours later, Wang Mang, who woke up from the evolution, began to observe the changes in his body. It was worth mentioning that his evolution, this time, still didn't increase his width. Moreover, the previous sharp horns on his head didn't change much. Although it was longer than before, the change was very small. However, the length of his body still increased. In addition, Wang Mang guessed that his weight was still increasing. Of course, the specific changes in his body still needed to look at his personal information to be accurate. Thinking until here, Wang Mang silently said in his heart, "System, open my personal information." Then, personal information appeared in front of his eyes. Host, Wang Mang. Type, black flame bull python. State, peak. Cultivation, 5,000 years. Level, great demon king. Body shape, 112 meters long, 3 meters wide, 190,000 kilograms weight. Combat strength, 190,000 kilograms bite force, 99 kilometers per hour. Skills, death coil, corrosive poison, skin camouflage, steel body, super self-healing, water breathing, bloodthirsty rage, 10,000 beast deterrence, wishful shrinking. Divine ability, king's slavery, soul controlling seal, black flame of death, broken body rebirth, mysterious water heavy domain, earth drilling, wings on back. Special, storage space, information detection, Ginseng King X1, 10% discount evolution card X1, 20% discount evolution card X1, free chance to upgrade divine ability X1, advanced blind box X1, designated lottery chance X2, random lottery chance X2, iron palm. Shopping center, activated. Luck, 66, above average. Evolution value, 27 million/80 million. Current ranking, 6th on the win cloud list. Chapter 212. After reading his personal information, Wang Mang secretly nodded with satisfaction. This time, his strength, except for the width of his body, was still increasing in all aspects. Now, his body length had reached 112 meters. In addition, his body weight had reached 190 tons. Moreover, his cultivation had finally reached 5,000 years. With 5,000 years of cultivation, he could be called a great demon king. Right now, Wang Mang was also a great archfiend in name. Also, his strength ranking had also increased by 2 places. His current strength ranking, from the original 8th place on the billboard. Now he had reached the 6th place. Thinking of this, Wang Mang's mood became much better. Suddenly, Wang Mang seemed to have thought of something. His heart became heavy again. Now, there were only 4 months left. If he wanted to become a demon emperor, he would have to evolve at least 10 more times. If this continued in the last 4 months, he would have to evolve 10 more times. Thinking of this, Wang Mang decided to open more prizes. Moreover, Wang Mang suspected that he had accumulated too many things. Now, the mission did not give him a blind box or a lucky draw. Did the system not want him to save a blind box or a lucky draw opportunity? Thinking of this, Wang Mang felt that it was more and more possible. After pondering for a moment, the king decided to open a high-level blind box. Then, he said in his heart, "System, open a high-level blind box." The next moment, the system's voice sounded again. "Ding! Congratulations, host. Successfully opened a high-level blind box." "Ding! Congratulations, host. Obtained a skill fusion opportunity X1. Skill fusion opportunity. After use, you need to fuse 3 skills. There's a probability of obtaining a stronger skill." After hearing the system's voice, Wang Mang was a little surprised. He did not expect to obtain a skill fusion, but this thing was quite good, because as Wang Mang's strength increased, some of his skills could not be used. In that case, he might as well try fusing them. Of course, now is not the time to fuse skills. After opening the high-level blind box, Wang Mang would consider fusing skills. At this moment, the system's voice sounded for the 2nd time. "Ding! Congratulations, host. Obtained 2 million evolution points." After hearing the system's voice, Wang Mang's heart was calm. If it was before, he would have been very happy to obtain 2 million evolution points. However, Wang Mang needed 80 million evolution points to level up. Thus, a few million evolution points was nothing for Wang Mang to be happy about. At this moment, the system's voice sounded for the 3rd time, frowny face ding. "Congratulations, host. Obtained 3 million evolution points." That's right. That's right. Wang Mang secretly nodded and looked forward to the 4th prize. 1 minute later, the system's voice sounded for the 4th time, frowny face ding. "Congratulations, host. Obtained 5 million evolution points." Very good. Currently, he had accumulated 10 million evolution points from the advanced blind box. If that was the case, the advanced blind box could be considered profit. The previous advanced blind box was also good, but it did not give such a high evolution value. At this moment, the system's voice sounded for the 5th time, frowny face ding. "Congratulations, host. Obtained 3 million evolution points." After listening to the system's voice, Wang Mang finally nodded in satisfaction. This was a high-level blind box. It gave him a total of 13 million evolution points. This was completely out of Wang Mang's expectations. It was much more than what Wang Mang had imagined. He originally had 27 million evolution points left, adding on the 13 million evolution points he had just obtained. Then, he was only left with 40 million evolution points to evolve again. Thinking about this, Wang Mang became even more happy and decided to open something else. At this point, Wang Mang silently said in his mind, "System, open another high-grade blind box for me." In the next moment, the system's voice sounded. Ding. The host does not have any advanced blind boxes. Unable to open them. After hearing the system's voice, Wang Mang suddenly remembered. He seemed to only have one advanced blind box. Moreover, he had just opened it. Thinking about this, Wang Mang's gaze fell on the remaining lottery chances. Now, he had 2 designated lottery chances, as well as 2 random lottery chances. Other than that, there was nothing else. After thinking about it, Wang Mang decided to use the skill fusion chance first. This was because Wang Mang had a lot of skills. The key was that some of the skills were no longer practical. His 9 skills were Death Coil, Corrosive Poison, Skin Camouflage, Steel Body, Super Healing, Water Breathing, Bloodthirsty Rage, 10,000 Beast Deterrence, and Wishful Shrinking. Among these 9 skills, Death Coil could not be considered a skill. Instead, it should be said that pythons had innate skills. Other than that, Skin Camouflage was also not practical. After all, did he still need a camouflage? Camouflage was useless against a spirit demon emperor. He was no longer an animal. To put it bluntly, Wang Mang was now a spirit demon. He did not need to hunt ordinary animals anymore. It could be said that these 2 skills were already outdated. Thinking about this, Wang Mang had an idea. These 2 skills would be used as materials for skill fusion. But the problem was that skill fusion required 3 skills. Thus, Wang Mang was a bit conflicted. After thinking for a long time, only then did Wang Mang make his decision. He was going to use 10,000 Beast Deterrence as the 3rd skill for skill fusion. When he thought of this, Wang Mang silently said in his heart, "System, chance to use skill fusion." The 3 skill fusion are Death Coil, Skin Camouflage, and 10,000 Beast Deterrence. The next moment, the system's voice sounded. Ding. The host has successfully used skill fusion. Ding. The 3 skills are in the process of skill fusion. 1 minute later, under Wang Mang's expectation, the system's voice sounded again. Ding. Congratulations to the host. Skill fusion failed. Ding. Congratulations to the host. Death Coil has been scrapped. Successfully removed. Ding. Congratulations to the host. Skin Camouflage has been scrapped. Successfully removed. Ding. Congratulations to the host. 10,000 Beast Deterrence has been successfully retained. After listening to the system's voice, Wang Mang almost couldn't hold back his tears. Damn it. The first skill fusion failed, 3 skill fusion failed, and 2 skills were scrapped. Fortunately, 10,000 Beast Deterrence was retained. The scrap skills were 2 skills that were basically useless. Otherwise, Wang Mang would really cry to death. At the same time, Wang Mang couldn't help but wonder, "System, didn't you say that there's a probability of skill fusion to create a stronger skill?" The system's voice sounded, "Yes, but it's only a probability. It's not an absolute success. It's not an absolute success. After skill fusion fails, all skills may be scrapped. It's also possible to retain all skills, or 1 or 2 skills." After listening to the system's explanation, Wang Mang was suddenly speechless. He felt that this was a bit like skill fusion in his previous life. Thinking of this, Wang Mang felt very helpless. Fortunately, he still retained 10,000 Beast Deterrence. Forget it. Let's get down to business. Thinking of this, Wang Mang made up his mind and said in his heart, "System, use the random lottery chance." The next moment, the system's voice sounded again. Ding. Congratulations to the host. Successfully used the random lottery chance. Then, in Wang Mang's mind, a lucky compass appeared. But when he saw the 9 prizes, Wang Mang couldn't help but laugh. The 9 prizes were as follows: Frowny Face, Divine Ability, Endless Changes, 9,000 Years Old, Immortal Ginseng, Divine Ability, Immortal God Domain, 50 million Evolution Points, 10,000 Years Old, Dragon Ball, Divine Ability, Thunder Curse, 20 million Evolution Points, 10 million Evolution Points, Blessing of the Goddess of Luck. Note, all 9 prizes won. Chapter 213. It could be said that these 9 prizes, they were all good things. In fact, the quality was not worse than the previous prizes. Of course, the prize that Wang Mang was most concerned about was what he wanted. Naturally, it was the last one. Last time, there was a righteous light. If he could be given a goddess's gift this time, it would be very good. Thinking of this, Wang Mang was somewhat looking forward to it. Because Wang Mang, who had tasted the sweetness of it once, of course, he hoped that he would be given the best one again. If it really didn't work, a magical ability, Thunderspell, would also do. Just by hearing the name, one could tell that this thing should be quite awesome. If it still didn't work, an immortal ginseng would also do. After all, he had eaten something that immortals ate before. Moreover, this was an immortal ginseng. Wang Mang felt that no matter how trashy it was not something that a demon emperor level treasure of heaven and earth could compare to. Under Wang Mang's nervous anticipation, the lucky compass began to spin. A minute later, the spinning speed of the fortune compass slowed down. Wang Mang's heart also became nervous. Then, the system's voice sounded frowny-faced. Ding. Congratulations, host. Obtained 20 million evolution points. After listening to the system's voice, there is no need to mention how depressed Wang Mang was. Damn it, what a target. 9 prizes, but it just had to give him trash. Oh, that's not right. It wasn't the trashiest. It should be the second trashiest. Thinking of this, Wang Mang simply had the urge to curse out loud. Could it be that his luck was bad today? Wang Mang was a little unconvinced. Damn it, he had just evolved today, and he had even escaped the pursuit of the Tiger Emperor. Logically speaking, it should be, one who survives a great disaster is bound to have good fortune later. Thinking of this, Wang Mang's heart hardened, and he once again silently said in his heart, System, give me a designated lottery chance. The designated lottery chance favors evolution points. The next moment, the system's voice sounded again, frowny-faced. Ding. Congratulations, host. Successfully used the designated lottery chance. Subsequently, the fortune compass appeared in Wang Mang's mind, where he saw the prize on the lucky compass. Wang Mang couldn't help but rejoice again. The 9 prizes were as follows: frowny face 9 billion evolution points. 8 billion evolution points. 7 billion evolution points. 6 billion evolution points. 500 million evolution points. 200 million evolution points. 100 million evolution points. 50 million evolution points. 30 million evolution points. After looking at the 9 prizes, Wang Mang couldn't help but feel happy, because even if he randomly picked one, he could still say that he had profited. After all, this was at least 30 million evolution points. If his luck was good, it would give him a few 100 million evolution points. In other words, a few billion evolution points is not impossible. Thinking of this, Wang Mang was in a good mood and began to look forward to it. Then, the fortune compass began to spin rapidly. 1 minute later, only then did the spinning speed of the lucky compass slow down. Then, the system's voice sounded again. Ding! Congratulations, host. You have gained 50 million evolution points. Ding! Accumulation to meet evolution requirements. Do you wish to begin evolution? After listening to the system's voice, Wang Mang secretly sighed in relief. At the same time, he felt a bit regretful. He knew that he wouldn't be able to gain a few billion evolution points. If he were to obtain a few billion evolution points, he would be able to do so. He probably wouldn't even need to work hard. He could directly fly on the spot, even to the point that he was close to the Demon Emperor level. Thus, he obtained 50 million evolution points. This was something that Wang Mang had expected. Forget it. Evolve again. After evolving, he would return to the land. Thinking of this, Wang Mang once again said in his heart, System, begin evolution. In the next moment, the system's familiar voice sounded frowny-faced. Ding. 80 million evolution points have been successfully deducted. Beginning evolution. Then, Wang Mang once again lost consciousness during evolution. The reason why he wanted to evolve again was mainly because he had already decided. After returning to the land, he would visit more demon emperors' nests to steal treasures. Thus, since he was going to do such a dangerous thing, the stronger he was, the better it would be. Wang Mang didn't want to steal treasures again and be chased by a demon emperor for a month. 2 hours later, only then did Wang Mang wake up from his evolution. He still observed the changes in his body. Then, Wang Mang was surprised to find that his body's width still didn't change. His body size had increased, but he didn't know the size of the changes. He still needed to look at the data to be accurate. Thinking of this, Wang Mang said in his heart, "System, open my personal information." In the next moment, his personal information appeared in front of his eyes. Host, Wang Mang. Type, Black Flame Bull Python. Status, Peak. Cultivation, 5,100 years. Rank, Great Demon King. Body, 116 meters long, 3 meters wide, 200,000 kilograms weight. Combat strength, 200,000 kilograms. Bite force, 100 kilometers per hour. Skills, Death Coil, Corrosive Poison, Skin Camouflage, Steel Body, Super Self-Healing, Water Breathing, Bloodthirsty Rage, 10,000 Beast Deterrence, Wishful Shrink. Divine Ability, King's Slavery, Soul Controlling Seal, Black Flame of Death, Broken Body Rebirth, Mysterious Water Domain, Earth Drilling, Wings on Back. Special, Storage Space, Information Detection, Ginseng King X1, 10% discount evolution card X1, 20% discount evolution card X1, free chance to upgrade Divine Ability X1, Advanced Blind Box X1, Designated Lottery Chance X1, Random Lottery Chance X1, Iron Palm. Shopping Center, activated. Luck, 66, above average. Evolution Points, 10 million/150 million current ranking, 5th on the Wind Cloud list. After looking at his personal information, Wang Mang nodded in satisfaction. Not only had his body size reached 116 meters, his body weight had also reached 200 tons. His bite force had also reached 200 tons. His speed had also broken through 100 kilometers per hour. His cultivation had already reached 5,100 years. Even his strength ranking had increased by 1. This kind of strength, Wang Mang also had the confidence to continue stealing things. Oh, that's not right. It should be said that he should go to the Demon Emperor's cave and make a trip. At this time, the system's voice sounded again. Ding. Detected the host's current situation. The host is given the following mission to choose from. Mission 1. Visit at least 2 Demon Emperor's cave. Mission time can be obtained upon completion. Mission reward, 30 million evolution points. Mission 2. Visit at least 4 Demon Emperor's cave. Mission time can be obtained upon completion. Mission reward, 50 million evolution points. Mission 3. Visit at least 6 Demon Emperor's cave. Mission time can be obtained upon completion. Mission reward, 100 million evolution points. Top grade blind box X1. Chapter 214. After listening to the system's mission, Wang Mang was stunned. He didn't expect the system to specially issue a mission. Was it afraid that he wouldn't be firm in his decision? Thinking of this, Wang Mang was speechless. Because Wang Mang had set his eyes on the Demon Emperor's cave to increase his strength. Therefore, Wang Mang was naturally not the kind of person who would give up so easily. Of course, the mission issued by the system also made Wang Mang even more determined to fight for his goal. After pondering for a moment, Wang Mang had already made his decision. Caring about 1 or 2 Demon Emperor's cave was not his character. Since he had decided to visit the Demon Emperor's cave, then Wang Mang naturally had to treat them equally. After all, it wasn't good to treat them differently. Wasn't this looking down on the Demon Emperor? After thinking of this, Wang Mang silently said in his heart, "System, I choose Mission 3. The next moment, the system's voice sounded frowny-faced. Ding. The host has successfully chosen the mission. Please complete the mission as soon as possible to obtain the reward. After listening to the system's voice, only then did Wang Mang move his huge body and get out of the cave. When he saw the sky, the sun and the moon were still in the sky. Wang Mang turned into a size of 5 to 6 meters. Then, he grew wings and soared into the sky. Obviously, compared to traveling in the sea, Wang Mang preferred to fly. Because, among Wang Mang's speed, it could be said that flying was the fastest. This was also the reason why Wang Mang chose to fly. If he were to fly in the sky, he estimated that he would be able to return to the land in a few days at most. In fact, that was the case. 3 days later, above a mountain forest, Wang Mang flew past the sky at an extremely fast speed. However, even after returning to the land, Wang Mang still did not stop flying, because he was searching for the Demon Emperor with territory. However, what made Wang Mang helpless was that, in the afternoon, he didn't know where he was. He still couldn't find any traces of the Demon Emperor. Wang Mang had no choice but to stop flying. After that, Wang Mang searched for traces of the Demon King in the forest. This was because Wang Mang couldn't find any Demon Emperors in the Red Empire. Therefore, Wang Mang could only target the Demon King. From Wang Mang's point of view, these demon monarchs definitely knew a lot of information. Not long after, Wang Mang was in a desolate and uninhabited primitive forest. He sensed a terrifying aura. This terrifying aura was definitely at the Demon King level. After all, Wang Mang himself was a great demon monarch. Therefore, when Wang Mang sensed the aura of the Demon King, he was shocked. Wang Mang followed the aura and flew towards the Demon King's aura. When Wang Mang arrived at the summit of a mountain, he descended from the sky and unleashed his monstrous aura without any restraint. Then, an angry roar came from the top of the mountain. "Who is it? How dare you behave so atrociously in my territory?" As soon as he finished speaking, Wang Mang saw a 3-meter-tall gorilla rushing towards Wang Mang from the top of the mountain. But when this muscular black gorilla saw Wang Mang, he immediately stopped in his tracks. This was because he had already sensed Wang Mang's terrifying aura. Not only that, Wang Mang's terrifying aura wasn't that of an ordinary Demon King. If it was the aura of an ordinary Demon King, it definitely wouldn't have given him such a terrifying sense of oppression. This was definitely a great Demon King. When he thought of this, he immediately withdrew his arrogant attitude. At the same time, he carefully came in front of Wang Mang and smiled at Wang Mang. "What orders do you have for me, Your Majesty? As long as it's within my power, I will definitely not refuse." Hearing this, Wang Mang nodded in satisfaction. This kid's awareness was quite high. Thinking of this, Wang Mang asked with satisfaction, "Are there any demon emperors in the nearby provinces?" Hearing this, the gorilla Demon King thought for a while and shook his head. "Your Majesty, there are no demon emperors in this province. If Your Majesty wants to find one, you can look in other provinces. There are 2 demon emperors in the Daxing Anling of Jingguangyai province." Wang Mang shook his head indifferently and said, "That's too far. Think carefully. Where else can there be demon emperors?" Faced with Wang Mang's question, the gorilla Demon King thought for a while and carefully said, "Your Majesty, other than that, there's the Tiger Emperor of the neighboring province, and the Willow Emperor, the Tree Emperor, and the Stone Emperor of Zong province, or the Dog Emperor of Shiguang province." Hearing this, Wang Mang nodded in satisfaction and said, "All right, that's all for you." Hearing this, the gorilla Demon King left respectfully. As for Wang Mang, he began to think. Which demon emperor should he visit first? There were 3 emperors in Shiguang province. They were the Willow Emperor, the Tree Emperor, and the Stone Emperor. There was the Tiger Emperor in the 4 provinces of Shiguang province. There was the Dog Emperor in Shiguang province. There was also the Flower Emperor there. Wang Mang did not know. Other than that, there were 2 emperors in the Yellow River and 1 emperor in the Yangtze River. After thinking for a while, Wang Mang still decided to visit the Dog Emperor's lair first, because the Dog Emperor's lair was in the province closest to Wang Mang. Well, the Tiger Emperor was actually closer to Wang Mang. However, Wang Mang had just stolen his treasures, so there was no need to go. As for why Wang Mang chose the Dog Emperor, it was mainly because the Dog Emperor was not easy to steal. He was familiar with the Dog Emperor, and he was the Dog Emperor's guardian in name. Another reason was that this dog emperor was not a good person. He reckoned that it would never think that he would steal its things. There was one more important reason, and that was this dog emperor obviously liked to steal other demon emperors' things. Wang Mang guessed that this guy might have the most resources. Thinking of this, Wang Mang could not help but become excited. Then, Wang Mang immediately set off. He began to rush towards Shiguang province without stopping. 2 days later, Wang Mang successfully entered the forest of Shiguang province. Not only that, Wang Mang also rushed towards a forest mountain range with ease, because Wang Mang remembered that he had evolved in a cave in a mountain range. He had met the Dog Emperor's lackey and was even complained to by this lackey. Therefore, Wang Mang planned to find this wild boar demon. Not long after, Wang Mang found the cave where the wild boar demon once resided. After arriving outside the cave, Wang Mang immediately shouted, "Wild boar demon, come out!" In the next moment, the wild boar demon's angry roar was heard. "That reckless thing! How dare you provoke Grandpa Pig?" Then, Wang Mang saw the wild boar demon rushing out of the cave in anger. The wild boar demon also saw Wang Mang and was even more astonished. "Why is it you?" Obviously, this wild boar demon did not forget Wang Mang, because his cave abode had once been occupied by Wang Mang. If it wasn't for the fact that he had a backer, he would have fled long ago. At this time, the wild boar demon seemed to have thought of something. It immediately raised its pig head arrogantly and said in a mocking tone, "What? Did you feel that the world was in chaos and came to seek refuge with my dog emperor? Back then, my dog emperor thought highly of you, so he gave you the position of great protector. Now, our dog emperor already has a new great protector. The dog emperor's subordinates are full of talents, so he doesn't lack a little python demon like you. So you'd better scram." Chapter 2:15. After listening to the wild boar demon's words, Wang Mang was shocked. He didn't expect that the dog emperor had also noticed that the world was about to change. But after thinking about it, Wang Mang felt relieved. After all, the dog emperor was a demon emperor. They must have noticed the changes in the spiritual energy of the world before him. In that case, it was reasonable for them to predict the changes in the future based on the changes in the spiritual energy of the world, as well as the current phenomenon of the sun and the moon in the sky. After figuring out the problem, Wang Mang was no longer confused. But what made Wang Mang angry and amused was, he didn't expect that the position of great guardian that he didn't care about. Now there was a new role to replace it. This was obviously abandoning him. After thinking about it, Wang Mang wasn't angry, but asked with a smile, "Can you take me to see the dog emperor?" After hearing Wang Mang's words, the wild boar demon proudly raised its pig head and said arrogantly, "Is the dog emperor someone you can see just because you want to? Not to mention that the dog emperor isn't here. Even if he is, you're not qualified to see him." After hearing the wild boar demon's words, Wang Mang couldn't help but laugh in his heart. He still didn't care about the other party's mockery and asked with a smile, "So, the dog emperor isn't here?" Hearing this, the wild boar demon said impatiently, "No, get lost." Hearing this, Wang Mang laughed and directly lashed out with his tail. "Ah!" Accompanied by the wild boar demon's scream, its body flew out. Then it fell to the ground dozens of meters away. The wild boar demon got up in horror and angrily rushed towards Wang Mang. But when it was less than 3 meters away from Wang Mang, the wild boar demon stopped and angrily roared at Wang Mang. "How dare you hit me? You're dead. I'm going to tell the dog emperor that I'll teach you a lesson." Wang Mang didn't care about the enraged wild boar great demon at all. "Since the dog emperor isn't here, he wouldn't know even if I beat you to death." The wild boar great demon, who was originally furious, was instantly stunned after hearing Wang Mang's words. That's right, the dog emperor wasn't here. Even the dog emperor wouldn't know if this python demon killed him. Thinking of this, the wild boar great demon shuddered and wished he could slap himself. He shouldn't have told Wang Mang anything about his dog emperor. Thinking of this, the wild boar monster nervously looked at Wang Mang. It no longer had any of its previous arrogance. He smiled and said to Wang Mang in a flattering tone, "Lord Python Demon, I deserve to be beaten. My mouth is cheap. You must be the Dog Emperor's #1 great guardian. The new great guardian is just a fart in your eyes." Wang Mang nodded in satisfaction and said with a sinister smile, "You don't have to flatter me. Bring me to the Dog Emperor's cave residence." After hearing Wang Mang's words, the wild boar great demon was shocked and hurriedly shook his head. "Lord Python Demon, you can't do that. If the Dog Emperor knows that I brought you to his cave residence, he'll skin me alive." Hearing this, Wang Mang smiled sinisterly. "Then I'll eat you now, so that you won't be skinned alive." This immediately scared the wild boar great demon. It trembled and braced itself to please. "No, no, no. I'll lead the way for Lord Python Demon." Wang Mang nodded in satisfaction and said indifferently, "Then lead the way. Don't play any tricks, or don't blame me for eating you. Now that your Dog Emperor is not here, no one is a match for me." After hearing Wang Mang's threat, the wild boar great demon had no choice but to lead the way. Obviously, although he was loyal to the Dog Emperor, loyalty was not as important as his life. Because compared to his life, his bullsh *T loyalty was not worth mentioning at all. Under the wild boar great demon's lead, Wang Mang came to a primitive forest. Then, after passing through the dense forest, they came to a huge cave in the mountain wall. When they reached here, the wild boar great demon stopped and said helplessly, "Lord Python Demon, this cave is the Dog Emperor's cave residence. There's a great demon king inside. Moreover, this great demon king is the Dog Emperor's trusted aide. I've never been able to enter the cave residence." Hearing this, Wang Mang suddenly understood and was about to speak. In the next moment, a roar suddenly came from the cave. Then, Wang Mang saw a lion with a soaring aura rush out of the cave. This lion's aura was very powerful. It looked the size of a normal lion, and its mane was mighty and majestic. However, Wang Mang could clearly feel that its great demon king aura was very strong. It was even stronger than his aura. This made Wang Mang secretly surprised. He did not expect that the Dog Emperor would find a great demon king as his trusted aide to help look after the cave residents. At the same time, this majestic lion with cold eyes was also sizing up Wang Mang. After a moment, the great lion king said coldly, "Wild boar, you actually dare to bring a stranger to the Dog Emperor's cave residence. Do you want to die?" Hearing this, the wild boar great demon felt so wrong that it was about to cry. It did not want to, but the problem was that it had no choice. Therefore, at this moment, the wild boar great demon chose to silently lower its head. At the same time, Wang Mang also quietly used information detection. This was mainly because of this great lion king. It was the first time Wang Mang encountered a great demon king. Moreover, its aura did not feel weak to him. The next moment, this great lion king's information appeared in front of him. Target: Great Golden Lion King Cultivation, 5,200 years level. Great Demon King Special Ability. Threat level: Extremely low achievement, 12th on the ranking list. After reading this guy's information, Wang Mang could not help but laugh. This guy was too weak. Even before evolution, this guy might not be able to beat him. Thinking of this, Wang Mang moved without hesitation and turned into a huge body. Seeing this, the wild boar great demon immediately fled. Roar. On the other hand, the great golden lion king roared. Then, the tower turned into a huge body more than 50 meters tall and more than 70 meters long. Unfortunately, compared to Wang Mang, there was still a big gap. Moreover, this great golden lion king also knew that Wang Mang was not to be trifled with. However, it was the Dog Emperor's trusted aide. Even if it had to die, it had to guard the Dog Emperor's cave abode. Seeing this, Wang Mang sneered in his heart, and then his huge body rushed out. Facing Wang Mang, who was pouncing on its food, the great golden lion king turned pale with fright and hurriedly jumped away. Seeing this, Wang Mang immediately spat out a mouthful of meteoric black flames, and the raging flames whistled over. Facing Wang Mang's flames, the great golden lion king sneered and spat out a golden stream of light. However, the next moment, he was shocked to find that Wang Mang's flames were still flying toward him after being pierced by his golden stream of light. In fact, when he could not dodge in time, he was even contaminated by Wang Mang's meteoric black flames. The next moment, the great golden lion king was enveloped by the terrifying meteoric black flames. No, the dog emperor will not let you off. Accompanied by miserable cries, the great golden lion king rolled on the ground in pain. However, it still could not extinguish Wang Mang's meteoric black flames. Seeing this scene, Wang Mang decided to follow up with another attack and immediately rushed out. Then, Wang Mang sprayed corrosive poison at the great golden lion king in the flames. For a moment, the miserable cries became even louder. Then, Wang Mang bit the struggling great golden lion king and tore it apart crazily. It took less than half an hour. The great golden lion king was easily killed by Wang Mang. Then, Wang Mang swallowed the meteoric black flames and the great golden lion king into his stomach. At the same time, the system's voice sounded frowny-faced. Congratulations, host. Successfully devoured the great goblin king lion king. Obtained 1 million evolution points. Hearing this, Wang Mang was secretly disdainful. Damn it, only this much? Wang Mang, who was secretly shaking his head, shrunk his body and entered the dog emperor's cave. However, when Wang Mang arrived at the depths of the cave, the scene in front of him immediately stunned him. That was because there was more than one demon emperor-level heavenly treasure. In the depths of the cave, there were 5 heavenly treasures of different colors that were exceptionally eye-catching. More importantly, Wang Mang had eaten demon emperor-level heavenly treasures before. Therefore, he immediately determined these 5 plants of different colors. They were all demon emperor-level heavenly treasures. Chapter 2:16. To be honest, Wang Mang would never have dreamed of this. There were so many treasures in this dog emperor's cave. He thought that this dog emperor's cave should be more abundant than other demon emperors. But Wang Mang never thought that this guy would be so rich. Damn it, there were a total of 5 demon emperor-level treasures. Not only that, Wang Mang also found out, in this cave, there were more than 10 demon king-level treasures. Moreover, the Demon King-level treasures here were not ordinary 3,000-year-old treasures. On the contrary, compared to the 3,000-year-old treasures that Wang Mang had eaten, they seemed to be more profound. Seeing this, Wang Mang couldn't help but dance with joy. He never thought that this dog emperor was indeed the richest. Thinking of this, Wang Mang was overjoyed. Then, Wang Mang couldn't wait to step forward. He seriously sized up the 5 Demon Emperor-level treasures of different colors. Among them, one looked like ginseng, one looked like Chinese knotweed, and one looked like a baby. The other 2 looked very demonic, but Wang Mang didn't know what kind of treasures they were. However, this wasn't important. Wang Mang would eat all of them. Even for the current Wang Mang would pack up and take away the worthless king-level treasures. Thinking of this, Wang Mang couldn't wait to bite down on one and swallow the treasures into his stomach. Then, Wang Mang felt an indescribable change in his body. The last time he ate the Demon Emperor-level treasures, his entire body trembled. This time, after eating one, Wang Mang, on the other hand, felt warm and comfortable all over. At this moment, the system's voice sounded again, frowny-faced. Congratulations to the host. Successfully devoured the 6,100-year-old Demon Emperor-level soul nurturing grass. Ding! Congratulations to the host. Obtained 35 million evolution points. After hearing the system's voice, Wang Mang couldn't help but be excited. He didn't expect to obtain 35 million evolution points just by devouring one Demon Emperor-level treasure. If he devoured these 5 Demon Emperor-level treasures, wouldn't he be able to evolve on the spot? Thinking of this, Wang Mang couldn't help but be excited. At this time, These Demon Emperor level treasures and Demon King level treasures were all terrified. However, they all became terrified, begging Wang Mang, "Great King, please spare our lives. King, let us go. King, I'm willing to follow you." Some of the heavenly materials and earthly treasures that were begging for mercy were of the Demon Emperor realm and the King realm. Obviously, they all possess considerable intelligence, so it was natural for them to beg for mercy in the face of death. After all, it wasn't easy for them to be where they were today. It could be said that they'd experienced countless years of twists and turns, especially these few Demon Emperor level treasures. They frantically crashed into the golden screen of light that isolated them from the outside world. However, their efforts were completely useless. Wang Mang was also surprised. He guessed that this must be a special method left behind by the Dog Emperor to prevent these treasures from escaping. Thinking of this, Wang Mang couldn't help but want to laugh. The Dog Emperor probably wouldn't have thought that while he was working hard to steal other Demon Emperor treasures, Wang Mang would come to raid his house. This feeling was like a leak excitedly buying stocks, only to find out that his house had been raided. Thinking of this, Wang Mang couldn't help but feel proud. He didn't say anything. "Thank you for the Dog Emperor's kindness." Thinking of this, Wang Mang didn't say anything else. He buried his head and swallowed all the Demon Emperor level treasures into his stomach. Then, Wang Mang felt that his entire body was about to explode. It was as if there was a small lake in his body. Suddenly, it was blasted by the surging seawater. It could be said that after eating the other 4 Demon Emperor level treasures in one bite, Wang Mang felt an indescribable discomfort in his body. It was as if there were 4 huge essences attacking his body. Fortunately, this uncomfortable feeling didn't last for long. Then, the system's familiar voice sounded again. Ding. "Congratulations, host. Successfully devoured 6,200 years old Demon Emperor level treasure, ginseng." Ding. "Congratulations, host. Obtained 40 million evolution points." Ding. "Congratulations, host. Successfully devoured 6,100 years old Demon Emperor level treasure, fleece flower." Ding. "Congratulations, host. Obtained 35 million evolution points." Ding. "Congratulations, host. Successfully devoured 6,000 years old Demon Emperor level treasure, spirit opening grass." Ding. "Congratulations, host. Obtained 30 million evolution points." Ding. "Congratulations, host. Successfully devoured 6,100 years old Demon Emperor level treasure, dragon bloodgrass." Ding. "Congratulations, host. Obtained 35 million evolution points." Ding. "The accumulation has met the evolution conditions. Do you want to start evolution?" No. After listening to the system's voice, Wang Mang was simply bursting with joy. Damn it. As expected, after he finished eating the 5 Demon Emperor level treasures, he evolved on the spot. This was within Wang Mang's expectations. He even guessed that there probably wasn't any Demon Emperor that was as rich as the Dog Emperor. Other than that, the remaining 10 or so King level treasures. Although Wang Mang knew that they wouldn't be of much use to him. However, he still uprooted all of them and put them into his storage space. In an instant, the cave that was originally filled with medicinal fragrance was swept clean by Wang Mang. After doing this, Wang Mang nodded his head in satisfaction. Then, Wang Mang left the cave and prepared to find a place to evolve. After all, he had just confiscated the Dog Emperor's cave. The other Demon Emperors were still waiting for him. After thinking about this, Wang Mang left the nearby mountain range. Thus, Wang Mang found a cave and entered it, preparing to evolve once again. After entering the cave, Wang Mang was in a good mood. Only then did he prepare to look at today's big harvest. Then, he muttered in his heart, "System, open my personal information." In the next moment, personal information appeared in front of his eyes. Host, Wang Mang. Type, Black Flame Bull Python. Status, Peak. Cultivation experience, 5,100 years. Level, Great Demon King. Body shape, 116 meters long, 3 meters wide, 200,000 kilograms weight. Combat strength, 200,000 kilograms bite force, 100 kilometers per hour. Skills, corrosive poison, steel body, super self-healing, water breathing, bloodthirsty fury, 10,000 beast deterrence, wishful shrinking. Divine ability, King's slavery, soul controlling seal, black flames of death, broken body regeneration, mysterious water domain, earth drilling, wings on back. Special, storage space, information detection, 9 Demon King grade treasures, 6 Great Demon King grade treasures, 10% discount evolution card X1, 20% discount evolution card X1, free chance to upgrade divine powers X1, advanced blind box X1, designated lottery chance X1, random lottery chance X1, iron palm. Shopping center, open. Luck, 66, above average. Evolution points, 175 million/150 million. Current ranking, number 5. After looking at his personal information, Wang Meng secretly nodded his head in satisfaction. This time's harvest was really rich. Whatever. Wang Meng then muttered in his heart, "System, begin evolving." In the next moment, the system's voice sounded frowny-faced ding. 150 million evolution points have been successfully deducted. Beginning evolution. Chapter 217. At this moment, West Tibet Province. A vast expanse of flat land, a desolate desert. A very ugly and rustic-looking dog was leisurely walking on the road. If Wang Meng was here, he would definitely think, "Isn't this the Dog Emperor?" Yes, this dog was none other than him. It was the Dog Emperor. He looked like an ordinary dog. There was no difference in appearance. Now, he was heading to West Tibet Province, Mount Everest. As for what he was going to do, of course, he was going to steal something. Speaking of stealing, the Dog Emperor was a little helpless and puzzled. He went to steal the Tiger Emperor's treasure last time. He successfully lured the Tiger Emperor away, but found that his subordinates did not return. He knew without guessing that his subordinates must have failed to steal something. Therefore, he could only change his target. After all, the Tiger Emperor was already on guard. The Tiger Emperor would definitely be on guard if he failed last time. Therefore, the Dog Emperor targeted the other monster emperors. Now that he had just arrived in West Tibet Province, he was naturally ready to resume his old business. At this moment, the happy Dog Emperor's eyelids suddenly twitched. He felt inexplicably uneasy. Damn it, what's going on? Could it be that Ben Huang is in danger in West Tibet Province this time? My eyelids keep twitching. Is this a warning to Ben Huang? Why does Ben Huang feel a tightness in his chest again? For a moment, the Dog Emperor was puzzled. He felt very uneasy for no reason earlier. However, he did not know where the source of the uneasiness was. After thinking for a while, the Dog Emperor shook his head. He did not think that the 3 monster emperors in West Tibet Province could threaten him. His speed was even faster than the Tiger Emperor's. His escape method was also the best among the monster emperors. Otherwise, how would he dare to target these monster emperors? Thinking of this, the Dog Emperor regained his confidence. He raised his head and continued to set off. On the other side, after the evolution ended, Wang Meng slowly woke up from the evolution. After waking up, Wang Meng immediately observed the changes in his body. After that, Wang Meng realized that his body size had increased, but his width did not seem to have changed. The 2 sharp horns on his head didn't seem to have grown much. Of course, the specific changes would only be clear after looking at the data. Therefore, Wang Meng silently said in his heart, "System, open my personal information." The next moment, his personal information appeared before his eyes. Host, Wang Meng. Type, Black Flame Bull Python. Status, Peak. Cultivation experience, 5,200 years. Grade, Great Demon King's Eyes. 120 meters long, 3 meters wide, 210,000 kilograms in weight. Combat strength, bite force of 210,000 kilograms, speed of 101 kilometers per hour. Skills, corrosive poison, steel body, super healing, underwater breathing, bloodthirsty rage, 10,000 beast deterrence, wishful shrinking. Divine ability, king's slavery, soul controlling seal, black flame of death, broken body rebirth, mysterious water heavy domain, earth drilling, wings on back. Special, storage space, information detection, 9 Demon King level treasures, 6 Great Demon King level treasures, 10% discount evolution card X1, 20% discount evolution card X1, free chance to upgrade divine ability X1, designated lottery chance X1, random lottery chance X1, iron palm. Shop, activated. Luck, 66 above average. Evolution value, 25 million/300 million. Current ranking, 5th on the wind cloud list. After looking at his personal information, Wang Mang secretly nodded in satisfaction. His body length had already reached 120 meters. In terms of his body size, the speed of increase had never slowed down. His body weight had also reached 210 tons. Now, every time he evolved, it seemed that his body weight would increase by 10 tons. Compared to before, every evolution only increased by a few tons. It could be said that the current evolution level was very large. In addition, his cultivation experience had also increased by 100 years. Also, his speed had increased a little. Moreover, other than the body width, his evolution this time was still an overall improvement of his strength. Therefore, thinking about it, Wang Mang's mood naturally became better. At this time, as if he had thought of something, Wang Mang, who was originally in a good mood, became depressed. Why was his strength ranking still 5th on the wind cloud list? Could it be that the 4 fellows on top of his head were all very powerful? It should be so. After all, Wang Mang's current cultivation experience was only 5,200 years. Thinking of this, Wang Mang's mood was relieved. In addition, in his opinion, with the improvement of his strength, he was not far from entering the global powerhouse list. Now, he was only 5 ranks away from Monk Du Jie. Damn it. Speaking of Monk Du Jie, Wang Mang was very angry. And that Tiger Emperor, these 2 bastards had gone too far. After his strength improved, Wang Mang would definitely kill them. After thinking of this, Wang Mang's mood became much better. But then, there was another problem that made Wang Mang's head ache. Now, he needed 300 million evolution points for 1 evolution. F***CK, this is too much, isn't it? In this case, he would have to eat 10 Demon Emperor level heaven and earth treasures to be enough. Thinking of this, Wang Mang secretly had a headache. What should he do? Forget it. There was still one more random lottery. Let's draw first. Thinking of this, Wang Mang silently said in his heart, "System, use the random lottery." The next moment, the system's familiar voice sounded frowny-facing. "Congratulations to the host. You have successfully used the random lottery." Then, in Wang Mang's mind, a lucky compass appeared again. We saw the prize on the lucky draw. The depression in Wang Mang's heart dissipated a lot. Because, on this lucky compass, the 9 prizes were frowny face 10,000 years, dragon blood, 2 billion evolution points, high-level world card, 900 million evolution points, divine ability, countless changes, 600 million evolution points, 300 million evolution points, 200 million evolution points, 100 million evolution points. After looking at the 9 prizes, Wang Mang was very satisfied. At the very least, it would be 100 million evolution points. Thinking of this, Wang Mang's mood was very happy. This way, he could work a lot less. Thinking of this, Wang Mang began to look forward to it. Because these 9 prizes were guaranteed to be over 100 million evolution points. If his luck was good, it was possible to get something even better. It seemed that his luck was not too bad. These prizes were getting more and more awesome. Wang Mang thought happily in his heart. At this time, the lucky compass began to spin quickly. 1 minute later, only then did the spinning speed of the lucky compass slow down. At the same time, Wang Mang was also very nervous. He quietly waited for the result of the lottery. The next moment, the system's familiar voice sounded again, frowny-facing. "Congratulations to the host. obtained. Chapter 218. In the next moment, the system's voice sounded frowny-faced ding. Congratulations, host. Obtained 200 million evolution points. After listening to the system's voice, Wang Mang was stunned for a moment. After coming back to his senses, Wang Mang was a little disappointed, although he did not get the trashiest one. But 200 million evolution points was not enough for Wang Mang to evolve. Sigh, if it was 2 billion evolution points, it would be fine too. Or dragon's blood will be fine too. After all, I haven't tasted dragon's blood yet. In the end, it actually gave me so little evolution points. Well, it had to be said that Wang Mang was a little arrogant. As his strength increased, he became more and more greedy. If it was the previous Wang Mang, he would have jumped up in joy after obtaining 100 million evolution points. But now, even if he obtained 200 million evolution points, Wang Mang was still not happy. This was mainly because Wang Mang realized that ever since he obtained the light of righteousness, he seemed to have used up all his luck. Damn it, every time he drew a prize from the bottom, it would be the prize from the bottom. Thinking like this, Wang Mang became even more depressed. It seems that I have to get more luck points if I have the chance. Wang Mang, who secretly shook his head, got out of the cave and felt a lot better. After that, Wang Mang once again turned into a 6-meter body and rushed into the sky. His destination this time was the Western Tibet province, because there were a lot of demon emperors in the Western Tibet province. After all, these were 3 demon emperors. If he emptied their demon emperor level treasures, it would definitely be enough for him to evolve. Thus, Wang Mang decided to go to the Western Tibet province, hoping to get a good harvest. In the blink of an eye, 3 days passed. At this moment, in the Western Tibet province, in a desolate desert, Wang Mang flew across the sky. But after feeling the terrifying aura in the Western Tibet province, Wang Mang immediately became low-key and did not choose to continue flying. As soon as he entered the Western Tibet province, he could feel a few terrifying auras. These terrifying demon emperor's auras caused Wang Mang's heart to palpitate. Holy shit, there were more than 3 demon emperors in West Province. At this moment, Wang Mang, who was walking on the sand, couldn't help but feel his heart sink. He could tell from the aura that a demon sovereign was passing by. Furthermore, this demonic emperor's aura was exceptionally familiar. However, Wang Mang had no idea which demon emperor it was. However, when he saw some footprints on the sand, he was shocked. Wang Mang was stunned for a while. Why did it look like a dog's paw? Could it be the dog emperor? Thinking of this, Wang Mang felt a little guilty and his heart was palpitating. He was really afraid of encountering the dog emperor. After all, he had just raided his cave. If they really met, Wang Mang was really worried that he would be exposed. However, although he was somewhat worried, Wang Mang still had a fluke mentality. After all, as long as the dog emperor hadn't returned, he wouldn't know that Zhang Che had raided his house. Of course, he couldn't possibly return home. Therefore, Wang Mang still braced himself and continued to set off. Not only that, Wang Mang even restrained his aura and became much more low-key. There was no other way. There were several demon emperors in the West Province. Moreover, he was here to steal. This was like a turtle entering a village. He didn't want a gun. He had to come in stealthily and leave quietly. Just like that, Wang Mang quietly traveled for another 2 hours. But when Wang Mang arrived at the foot of Mount Everest, Wang Mang suddenly saw 2 familiar figures. When he saw these 2 guys, Wang Mang was instantly stunned. Holy shit, why was this black bear with the dog emperor? Yes, Wang Mang was in the forest in front of him. He saw the black bear demon king and the dog emperor. Damn, how did these 2 dogs get together? Could it be that they were both planning to come to the West Province to steal things? But why was this black bear so bold? It was fine if he stole from the demon king in the past. But now he wanted to steal from the demon emperor? This was asking for money more than his life. Thinking of this, Wang Mang quietly lurked. He decided to see what these 2 dogs wanted to do. Moreover, after seeing the dog emperor, Wang Mang really felt a little guilty. He tried his best to restrain his aura to the extreme, afraid that he would be discovered by the Dog Emperor. At this moment, Wang Mang vaguely heard the Dog Emperor's impatient voice. F***CK. Black Bear, are you going to steal or not? You're in charge of luring the Demon Emperor away. I'll just steal. What are you afraid of? Black Bear's helpless voice sounded. Dog Emperor, I can't run fast. If Willow Emperor catches up to me, I'll be dead for sure. The Dog Emperor's angry, scolding sounded. Are you King stupid? Willow Emperor can't run fast. He's very strong, but the problem is that he's a tree-type Demon Emperor. F***CK. If you're so afraid of death, why did you come to Shi Province? Black Bear's aggrieved voice sounded. Dog Emperor, but I'm a Demon King. I'm afraid that I'll be killed by Willow Emperor before I can lure him away. The Dog Emperor's threatening voice sounded. Are you going or not? If not, I'll kill you right now. Black Bear's aggrieved voice sounded again. Dog Emperor, even if you kill me, I won't go. The Dog Emperor, you can't even help me. I'll lure him away. You go steal. You can take the King tier natural treasures, but leave the Emperor tier natural treasures for me. Otherwise, I'll skin you. After hearing this, Wang Mang thought to himself that it was indeed the case. These two F***ers were really here to steal. Thinking of this, Wang Mang's brain started to work quickly. He was thinking about how to get the chestnuts out of the fire. He had to think of a foolproof plan. Otherwise, if he didn't do it well, it would cause a lot of trouble. After a while, Wang Mang already had a rough idea. Since the Dog Emperor was responsible for luring Willow Emperor away, he would definitely succeed. After all, Wang Mang didn't doubt the Dog Emperor's ability at all. At this moment, Wang Mang saw that Black Bear and the Dog Emperor had already discussed their plan. Then, the two of them began to split up. Seeing this scene, Wang Mang waited until the Dog Emperor was far away. Wang Mang hurriedly followed Black Bear's direction. He believed that the Dog Emperor and Black Bear had probably already found out where Willow Emperor's cave abode was. Therefore, Wang Mang knew that as long as he followed Black Bear, everything would be fine. Moreover, Wang Mang had already thought about it. Once Black Bear finished stealing, he would then snatch it from him. 2 hours later, Wang Mang carefully followed behind Black Bear Demon King, keeping a distance from him. At this moment, Wang Mang heard the Dog Emperor's familiar voice in front of him. Willow Emperor, don't refuse a toast only to be forced to drink a forfeit. This time, I'll take your dog life. Then, Wang Mang felt the aura of two terrifying Demon Emperors sweeping out like waves of air. In fact, Wang Mang was even able to faintly hear the enormous sounds of the battle. In the next moment, Black Bear Demon King, who was originally in front, immediately rushed out. Seeing this scene, Wang Mang was delighted. He knew that Black Bear Demon King was on the move. For a moment, Wang Mang also quietly followed. Then, Wang Mang saw this guy enter a valley. Seeing this, Wang Mang wasn't anxious at all. On the contrary, he waited patiently. This was because Wang Mang had observed the surroundings earlier. This was the best place to escape. After stealing the item, Black Bear Demon King would definitely pass by this place when escaping. Therefore, he only needed to wait quietly. After Black Bear Demon King came out, he would rob him. An hour later, Wang Mang heard the sound of movement. Then, Wang Mang saw Black Bear Demon King running towards him excitedly. Seeing this, Wang Mang immediately knew that this guy must have stolen something. Thinking of this, Wang Mang laughed in his heart. Then, he immediately jumped out and blocked in front. Then, he threatened Black Bear Demon King fiercely. Hand over the heaven and earth treasure. Don't force Ben Huang to make a move. Chapter 219. In the face of Wang Mang's sudden appearance, the Black Bear Demon King was almost scared to death. He had a guilty conscience to begin with. He was in a state of excitement after stealing something. But Wang Mang suddenly jumped out. This scared the Black Bear Demon King quite a bit. But when he saw Wang Mang, he was even more shocked and angry. Never in his wildest dreams would he have thought that Wang Mang would also appear in West Tibet. And this time, it was even worse. He was actually waiting for him on the road. The Black Bear Demon King was not stupid. He only thought for a moment and immediately thought of it. Wang Mang had most likely been in Guangxi province for a long time, and he had been lurking in the dark, waiting for this moment. Thinking of this, the Black Bear Demon King was so angry that his whole body was trembling. But he could not afford to offend Wang Mang. Although Wang Mang did not release his Demon King aura, but the Black Bear Demon King knew that Wang Mang's strength had definitely increased by a lot. Even if Wang Mang was not much stronger, he did not dare to fight against Wang Mang's strength. After all, it had only been a short while. Although his strength had increased, it was definitely not to the point where he could fight against Wang Mang. Therefore, in the face of Wang Mang's robbery, the Black Bear Demon King was very angry, but there was nothing he could do. However, thinking that he was teaming up with the Dog Emperor, he said in a gloomy tone, "Python Demon King, are you sure you want to take advantage of me? You are not a real emperor yet. If you attack me, the Dog Emperor will definitely not let you go." Hearing this, Wang Mang was surprised. He did not expect the Black Bear Demon King to be so stubborn in such a short time. Thinking of this, Wang Mang said in an unfriendly tone, "Brother Black Bear, don't refuse a toast only to be forced to drink a forfeit. Teaming up with me is a win-win situation. Otherwise, don't blame me for being ruthless. Brother Black Bear, you have to believe that I have the strength to kill you now." Hearing Wang Mang's blatant threat, the Black Bear Demon King was alarmed. Could it be that this dog had become stronger again? Thinking of this, the Black Bear Demon King hesitated. He gritted his teeth and said, "The Demon Emperor-level natural treasure is yours." Hearing that, Wang Mang nodded in satisfaction. "Brother Black Bear, we're good brothers now. Don't you know me? As long as you give me the Demon Emperor-level treasure, all the greater Demon Monarch-level and Monarch-level treasures are yours." After hearing Wang Mang's words, the Black Bear Demon King heaved a sigh of relief. Then he opened his mouth helplessly, took out 2 boxes from his mouth, and threw them out. "This is a Demon Emperor-level treasure. Only 2. I really don't have any more. Brother, I can swear to the Tao of Heaven that I'm not lying to you." Hearing this, Wang Mang tested it with his sense of smell and nodded with satisfaction. "Not bad, not bad. I still believe in Brother Black Bear. Okay, Brother Black Bear, you go first. Don't betray me. Otherwise, don't blame me for targeting you." Hearing Wang Mang's threat before he left, the Black Bear Demon King felt aggrieved, but he still nodded in humiliation. He knew that Wang Mang was definitely the kind of guy who would seek revenge for the smallest grievance. He was even more shameless than him. Moreover, Wang Mang did not harm his interests. Therefore, he promised not to reveal Wang Mang, lest he suffer Wang Mang's revenge for no reason. After seeing Wang Mang leave, the Black Bear Demon King was still gnashing his teeth in anger, but more than that, he felt helpless. Then, he hurriedly left the place. At the same time, after Wang Mang left, after coming to a barren forest, Wang Mang casually found a cave to hide in. Then, Wang Mang took out the 2 treasures of heaven and earth. Of these 2 treasures of heaven and earth, one of them was bright red like a blooming flower. The other Demon Emperor-level treasure of heaven and earth was a white treasure of heaven and earth like a snow lotus. After these 2 treasures of heaven and earth were taken out by Wang Mang, they begged in fear, "Your Majesty, please spare our lives. Leave us a chance of survival. Your Majesty, I'm willing to swear that I only hope that you leave us some roots and a chance of survival." Hearing this, Wang Mang looked at the roots of these 2 demon royal-level treasures of heaven and earth and nodded in agreement. After seeing Wang Mang nod in agreement, these 2 demon royal-level treasures of heaven and earth broke off their bodies, leaving only their roots, and crawled into the ground with difficulty. As for Wang Mang, he unceremoniously swallowed the 2 demon royal-level treasures of heaven and earth into his stomach. Then, Wang Mang felt an indescribable comfort all over his body, as if there were 2 pure and huge forces flowing in his body. Then, the system's voice sounded again. "Ding! Congratulations to the host. successfully devoured 6,300 years old demon royal level treasure of heaven and earth, flourishing fire lotus. Ding! Congratulations to the host. Obtained 45 million evolution points. Ding! Congratulations to the host. Successfully devoured 6,300 years old demon royal level treasure of heaven and earth, snow white lotus. Ding! Congratulations to the host. Obtained 45 million evolution points. Ding! The accumulation has met the evolution conditions. Do you wish to begin evolution? After hearing the system's voice, Wang Mang was elated again. Awesome! He had just come to Tibet province, and he was almost able to evolve. This was all thanks to the 2 demon royal level treasures of heaven and earth given by the Black Bear Demon King. In addition, Wang Mang found another problem. The difference in cultivation between demon royal level treasures of heaven and earth was not big, but the evolution points obtained were huge. For example, a 6,000 years old demon royal level treasure of heaven and earth gave 30 million evolution points. But if a 6,300 years old demon royal level treasure of heaven and earth gave 45 million evolution points, it was only a difference of 300 years. But the result was a difference of half of the evolution points. This made Wang Mang somewhat suspicious. What was going on? Could it be that a difference of 100 years was worth 5 million evolution points? Then, wouldn't this mean that a 7,000 years old demon royal level treasure of heaven and earth, one could be worth 80 million evolution points? After thinking for a while, Wang Mang could not help but become excited. He felt that relying on demon royal level treasures of heaven and earth would definitely help him a lot. Moreover, how much evolution points could a 7,000 years old demon royal level treasure of heaven and earth give? Just thinking about it made Wang Mang somewhat excited. His mood was great. Wang Mang looked around and could not help but mutter, "Why don't I evolve again nearby?" Thinking of this, Wang Mang pondered for a while and decided to evolve first. As for evolving further away, Wang Mang was too lazy to go. Moreover, he had to constantly pay attention to the Dog Emperor and Black Bear's movements. This was because Wang Mang understood the Dog Emperor from Wang Mang's understanding of the Dog Emperor. This guy did not steal anything, so he would definitely not be willing to return empty-handed. Thus, after he finished evolving nearby, he could find another opportunity to loot. After thinking of this, Wang Mang silently said in his heart, "System, begin evolving." In the next moment, the system's voice sounded again. Ding! Successfully deducted 300 million evolution points. Evolving. Chapter 220. The next moment, the system's voice sounded. Ding! Successfully deducted 300 million evolution points. Beginning evolution. Ding! Warm reminder to the host. After this evolution, the system will also make adjustments to the data. After that, Wang Mang lost consciousness again in the midst of evolution. Until 2 hours later, Wang Mang woke up from evolution again. When he woke up again, Wang Mang first observed his body. He was surprised to find that his body width did not increase this time. Moreover, in order to confirm whether it was as he guessed, Wang Mang said in his heart, "System, open my personal information." After that, personal information appeared in front of his eyes. Host, Wang Mang. Type, Black Bull Python. Status, Peak. Cultivation, 5,300 years. Level, Great Demon King. Body, 124 meters long, 3 meters wide, 220,000 kilograms. Combat power, 220,000 kilograms. Bite force, 102 kilometers per hour. Skills, corrosive poison, steel body, super self-healing, water breathing, bloodthirsty rage, 10,000 beast deterrence, wishful shrinking. Divine ability, king's slavery, soul control seal, black flame, broken body rebirth, mysterious water heavy domain, earth drilling, wings on back. Special, storage space, information detection, 9 demon king grade treasures, 6 Great Demon King Grade Treasures. 10% discount evolution card X1. 20% discount evolution card X1. Free chance to upgrade divine powers X1. Designated lottery chance X1. Random lottery chance X1. Iron Palm. Shopping center activated. Luck 66 above average. Evolution points 15 million / 500 million current ranking. Number 5 on the win cloud list. After looking at his personal information, Wang Mang could not help but be surprised, because he found that after this evolution, his data had been adjusted. Where did the system adjustment appear? It appeared where the evolution points needed to be consumed for each evolution. Logically speaking, according to the past system's behavior, his next evolution should require 600 million evolution points. But now the evolution points had become 500 million. This adjustment was simply a loss of 100 million. Moreover, what did this adjustment mean? It meant that in the future evolution, it would not be multiplied every time. This was the reason why Wang Mang was so surprised. As for the other changes to his body, they were all within his expectations. His strength had once again increased in all aspects. However, what truly made Wang Mang happy was the adjustment of evolution points required for evolution. Damn it! Finally, I don't have to double it anymore. If it continued to double. To be honest, Wang Mang didn't even dare to imagine if he could evolve a few more times. Were even Demon Emperor level heavenly materials and earthly treasures useless to him? Fortunately, the system had made some adjustments. Or else, Wang Mang even suspected that once he evolved to a certain extent, he would not be able to do anything. Even if he ate the entire earth dry, it might not be enough for evolution. Good. Ahaha. Damn it. Daddy system, you finally made the adjustment. If Psy continues to double like this, one day, I really don't know if I could take her or not. This was clearly Wang Mang's thoughts. Every word was true. Moreover, after the system made the adjustments, Wang Mang also had more confidence in his own evolution. The former Wang Mang, he still felt a little guilty about evolving to Demon Emperor level before the disaster. But now, Wang Mang finally had some confidence. The source of this confidence was the adjustment made by the system. For a moment, Wang Mang's mood was extremely happy. He finally had more motivation now. At this moment, Wang Mang could be said to be full of enthusiasm. Let's go. I'll also see what these two guys are doing. Thinking of this, Wang Mang got out of the cave and set off in the direction of the Himalayas. However, when Wang Mang arrived near the Himalayas, he saw a scene that shocked him. He saw that in the sky, there were densely packed armed helicopters. Not only that, under the Himalayas, there were a large number of armed transport vehicles gathered. At a glance, there were at least thousands of fully armed soldiers mobilized. Seeing this scene, Wang Mang was simply dumbfounded. Damn it, I've only evolved for a while. Where do these troops come from? But soon, Wang Mang had the answer. He saw that in the sky, there were densely packed armed helicopters and fighter jets. Now, they were still densely packed. Armed troops. Right at this moment, Wang Mang suddenly noticed that on the flat sand in the distance, there were a few figures in the lead. This was an old man who looked very dignified. Beside him stood an old man with long white hair and wearing a Taoist robe. The other one was a young man with a cold face. He stood motionless with his arms crossed. Behind them, there were fully armed members of the army. Seeing this scene, Wang Mang suddenly didn't know why. He suddenly had a kind of great hostility toward this cold-looking young man in front of him. This kind of feeling was indescribable. But somehow, Wang Mang had a great hostility toward this young man. This inexplicable feeling also made Wang Mang somewhat puzzled. What was going on? What made Wang Mang even more puzzled was, what were the people of the Red Empire doing? But not long after, Wang Mang saw it. Under the mountain in the distance, the Dog Emperor and the Black Bear Demon King were familiar figures. Other than that, he also saw a stone golem, and a willow tree that was more than 20 meters tall, and a peach blossom tree that was more than 20 meters tall. They all walked out of the mountain. Seeing this scene, Wang Mang was simply stunned, because these guys' auras were very strong. Wang Mang could be sure that the inconspicuous stone man, the peach blossom tree, and the willow tree were all demon emperors. Don't ask him how he knew, because he judged from their auras. Not only that, these guys even walked toward the people of the Red Empire. Seeing this scene, Wang Mang was simply unable to make sense of it no matter how much he thought about it. Just what was going on? Just as Wang Mang was puzzled, a voice suddenly rang in his ears. "My little friend Python Demon King, show yourself." Hearing this, Wang Mang was shocked. He suddenly raised his head and looked toward the direction of the voice. He saw an old man in a Taoist robe with a head full of white hair. At this moment, he was smiling and looking at where he was with a kind expression. Seeing this scene, Wang Mang was simply stunned. Damn, this old man was incredible. He could actually discover him like this? One must know that if he hid, even a demon emperor might not be able to discover him. Could this old man be more terrifying than a demon emperor? Thinking of this, Wang Mang was bewildered. But since he had already been exposed, there was no need to hide anymore. After hesitating for a while, Wang Mang rushed toward the old man. At the same time, Wang Mang also quietly used information detection on the old man in a Taoist robe. The next moment, the old man's information immediately appeared before his eyes. But when he saw the old man's information and identity, Wang Mang was almost scared to death by the old man's identity. What the F asterisk CK? How is this possible? Chapter 221. Target: Nanhua Immortal. Cultivation experience: 8,100 years. Level: Celestial Realm. Comparable to a top-notch Demon Emperor. Superpowers: Achievement: 35th on the global list. Luck: 95. Threat level: Fatal. Note: Chi Refinement Realm, Foundation Establishment Realm, Golden Core Realm, Nascent Soul Realm, Divine Transformation Realm, Celestial Realm, Human Immortal, Land Immortal. To be honest, after reading the old man's information, Wang Mang thought he had seen wrongly. Or rather, the system had made a mistake. Damn it, didn't they say the humans were weaker? Didn't they say that demons were the mainstream? But now, a historical figure had appeared in front of him. Nanhua Immortal. What a coincidence. He just happened to know such a person. During the last years of the Western Han Dynasty, Zhang Jiao was Nanhua Immortal's disciple. Later, he tortured Zhang Jiao and caused the Yellow Turban Uprising. Then the world was in chaos and the Three Kingdoms period was divided. Because of this, Wang Mang really knew about Nanhua Immortal. He once thought that this guy was made up by a historical figure. But Wang Mang never imagined that he would actually meet a living person today. And not only was it a living person, but it was also extremely terrifying and ferocious. 8,100 years of cultivation experience. He was only 900 years away from becoming an Earth Immortal. This was also the reason why Wang Mang was so scared. Damn it, this old man shouldn't exist. What the hell was going on? And his strength was too terrifying. He was ranked 35th on the global list. Damn it, wasn't this the most terrifying human being? Although he was a little scared, Wang Mang still didn't show it. At the same time, Wang Mang secretly used information detection on the young man. He wanted to know why he was so hostile to this young man. The next moment, the young man's information immediately appeared before his eyes. Target: Lu Xiao. Cultivation experience: 5,800 years. Level: Peak Divine Transformation Realm, Peak Grand Demon King. Superpowers: Origin: the child of Providence born in the millennium. Achievement: 100th on the global list. Luck: 499, Heaven and Earth Providence. Threat level: extremely high. After seeing this guy's information, Wang Mang was shocked beyond words. F asterisk CK. Luck 499? F asterisk CK. How many times is this compared to me? Moreover, this guy was a modern man. If he didn't die, wasn't this guy's age about the same as him? Thinking of this, Wang Mang was filled with grief and indignation. At the same time, Wang Mang seemed to have thought of something. Could this be the guy who would kill him in the future? Thinking of this, Wang Mang's heart sank. The more he thought about it, the more he felt it was possible. That was because this guy's luck was too high. He was simply beating him up. His strength might also be stronger than his. More importantly, damn it, this guy was born in the year of the millennium. In other words, this guy was only in his early 20s. Thinking of this, Wang Mang felt numb. Tears almost fell from her eyes. Since the birth of the millennium, she was only in her early 20s. In the end, his cultivation had already reached 5,800 years. Just how many heavenly treasures had he eaten? He must have been cheating since he was born. Thinking of this, Wang Mang was extremely jealous. Of course, Wang Mang didn't show it. That was because this guy was very likely to be his destined enemy. The problem was that Wang Mang was worried that this guy might have connections with Nanhua Old Deity. He might even have a close relationship with Nanhua Old Deity. That was because Wang Mang didn't believe that no matter how talented this guy was, no matter how high his luck was, it was also impossible for him to reach such strength at such a young age. Because of this, Wang Mang decided to observe the situation first. When Wang Mang approached, he subconsciously moved closer to the monster emperors in West Province. That was because Wang Mang would rather move closer to the Dog Emperor, Stone Emperor, Willow Emperor, and Tree Emperor in West Province. He didn't want to move closer to Nanhua Old Deity and that damn Lu Xiao. That was because, if nothing went wrong, these two guys were his enemies. Especially that Lu Xiao. After seeing Wang Mang, the Dog Emperor was very surprised. "My great guardian, what are you doing here?" Wang Mang instantly felt slightly guilty when he heard this, and he thought to himself, how am I supposed to answer that? Am I supposed to say that I search your house? That's why I came to West Province. Of course, that was what he thought. Wang Mang didn't dare to say that. He smiled at the Dog Emperor and said, "Dog Emperor, what a coincidence." Hearing that, the Dog Emperor nodded at Wang Mang and said with satisfaction, "Don't talk later. That old man is very powerful." Hearing that, Wang Mang was very touched. He didn't expect the Dog Emperor to be so kind as to remind him. He thought about how he searched the other party's house. However, the other party was still in the dark and reminded him out of kindness. Wang Mang felt very guilty. Therefore, Wang Mang was immediately moved and said, "Thank you, Dog Emperor, for your reminder." While speaking, Wang Mang was also sizing up the other monster emperors. The monster emperor in Western Tibet had a very powerful aura. In fact, he was on par with the tiger emperor that Wang Mang had met. This caused Wang Mang to be inwardly shocked, and at the same time, he was preparing to use information detection. At that moment, the majestic old man not far away walked over with Elder Immortal Huanan and Lu Xiao. Seeing that, Wang Mang knew that this old man had a very high status. Moreover, Wang Mang also realized that he felt an indescribable sense of oppression when facing this majestic old man. This caused Wang Mang to be extremely puzzled. What exactly was going on? Curious and confused, Wang Mang quietly asked the system in his heart. After receiving the answer, Wang Mang came to a realization. It turned out that this old man's luck was also very high, and he was full of morality. Moreover, he had a high status and was very terrifying under the blessing of the nation's fate. Ordinary demons and ghosts would definitely not dare to attack such an old man. That was because he had a high position and authority, and the destiny of the nation and the righteous energy were too strong. In addition, according to the system's explanation, people in high positions were all blessed by the nation's fate. Ordinary demons and ghosts would not even be able to get close to him, let alone harm him. Therefore, these demons all felt uncomfortable when facing this old man. Actually, the Red Empire knows about your existence. Even you're under the surveillance of the Red Empire. But the Empire has always silently allowed your existence. But now the world is about to change. We took the liberty to come here today because we had no choice, because the Red Empire needs your help to deal with the uncertain future disasters. The white-haired old man's tone was solemn and majestic. Even when facing a group of monster kings, his expression did not change. After hearing the old man's words, The monster emperors did not change their expressions. Instead, it was Wang Mang who was shocked. He really did not expect this. It turned out that the Red Empire had always known about their existence. It turned out that the Red Empire knew about the existence of demons. So, there had always been relevant animal protection laws and regulations. Just when Wang Mang was stunned, the system's voice sounded again, ding, detected the host's current situation. The host is given the following mission to choose from. Mission 1. When facing the destined enemy, choose to ignore it and never lower your head. Mission time, available upon selection. Mission reward, 10 million evolution points. Mission 2. When facing the destined enemy, try your best to please him and lower your head to fate. Mission time, available upon completion. Mission reward, 50 million evolution points. Advanced blind box, X1. Mission 3. When facing the destined enemy, kill him with a thunderbolt. My fate is in my own hands. Mission time, available upon completion. Mission reward, free evolution 3 times. Breaking the shackles of fate, mysterious grand prize, X1. Chapter 222. After listening to the system's voice, Wang Mang's heart was trembling. As expected, this guy was indeed his destined enemy. Wang Mang had no doubts about the system's mission. This guy was obviously his destined enemy, because from the name, it was destined. There was a hint of fate between them. As a result, this guy was his destined enemy. This made Wang Mang think of the history of the Han Dynasty. During the Han Dynasty, there was an emperor with the same name as himself, also called Wang Mang. The great wizard Lu Xiao was known as the son of the dimension. In the end, this Emperor Wang Mang was said to have successfully taken over the Lu dynasty. As a result, Lu Xiao appeared. With less than 10,000 soldiers and horses, he overturned Emperor Wang Mang's army of 300,000. It was said that even God was helping Lu Xiao. He sent a miracle several times and successfully helped Lu Xiao kill Wang Mang. Such a legendary story could be said to have been passed down through the ages. Of course, Wang Mang also knew about it. This also made Wang Mang couldn't help muttering to himself. Could it be that I'm really the reincarnation of Emperor Wang Mang? You don't say. Wang Mang thought so. He suddenly felt that there was such a possibility, because it was too coincidental. Damn it. His name was Wang Mang. His destined enemy was called Lu Xiao. How could there be such a coincidence? No one would believe it if he said it. After all, too many coincidences came together. This meant that it was definitely not an ordinary coincidence. Thinking of this, Wang Mang couldn't help but ask in his heart, System, could there really be a previous life? Could it be that I was really Emperor Wang Mang in my previous life? At this moment, the system's voice sounded again. Probability is 99%. Damn it. Damn it. Probability is 99%. Damn it. You can just say that I was the former Emperor Wang Mang and be done with it. Thinking of this, Wang Mang felt terrible. After that, Wang Mang hurriedly asked in his heart, What's the matter? System, don't tell me that this Lu Xiao is also the founding emperor of the Eastern Han Dynasty. The next moment, the system's voice sounded again. The probability is 99%. F*CK. I'm convinced. After receiving the system's reply, Wang Mang almost couldn't hold back his tears. Damn it. No way. Don't tell me I'm going to be killed by this guy again. According to the reincarnated little fatty, am I going to be killed by Lu Xiao in the future? Thinking of this, Wang Mang's heart sank. He did not immediately choose a mission, because he had to make a choice based on the situation. Moreover, he currently did not have the strength to kill this fellow. Lu Xiao's ranking was a few ranks higher than his. Who knew what tricks he had up his sleeves? Furthermore, and now, Nanhua Old Immortal was here. Therefore, Wang Mang did not make a decision. He decided to wait and see. At this moment, in the face of the white-haired, dignified old man's words, the Stone Emperor sneered disdainfully. This suggestion is not very good. Since ancient times, our monster clan has not had a good relationship with you. Also, Do you think we'll be afraid of you just because you called Old Man Huanan over? A great disaster is coming, and we can't even protect ourselves. You want us to help you?" After the Stone Emperor spoke, the Willow Emperor also spoke indifferently. "That's right. The world is changing, and we can't even protect ourselves. How can we help you?" The Flower Emperor also nodded slightly. "Old Man Huanan, it's not that we don't want to give you face. The world is changing, and we can't even protect ourselves." The Dog Emperor suddenly laughed and said, "I'm easy to deal with. As long as you can afford to give me something good, I can help you." Seeing this scene, Wang Mang chose to remain silent and quietly watch the situation change. As for the Black Bear King, he had no intention of interrupting, because Wang Mang couldn't get a word in edgewise. As a Monster King, he had no right to interrupt. Hearing this, the white-haired, dignified old man frowned. "Aren't you going to consider it? Perhaps in your eyes, we humans are insignificant, but we have the power to destroy the world." At this point, the white-haired, dignified old man's tone was extremely sharp. Hearing the old man's sharp words, all the monster emperors present fell silent. That was because the Red Empire did indeed have the qualifications to say such words. Even in the entire world, the Red Empire was a giant that could fight for supremacy. After a long silence, the Stone Emperor spoke. "That won't threaten us. You should go back to where you came from. Since ancient times, our two races have never interfered with each other. Regarding the upcoming changes, we should just mind our own business." Hearing this, the white-haired, dignified old man was a little disappointed. Then, he looked at the Dog Emperor and asked, "May I know what this Monster Emperor wants?" Hearing this, the Dog Emperor grinned and said, Of course, of course. If you ask the Nanhua deity to give me 10 8,000-year-old monster emperor-level natural treasures, then Ben Huang will definitely stand on your side and help you through this." Hearing this, the white-haired, dignified old man looked at the Nanhua deity. But before the Nanhua deity could say anything, the cold-looking young man, Lu Xiao, said coldly, 10 8,000-year-old monster emperor-level natural treasures. How dare you ask for that? Why don't you go rob someone?" Hearing this, Wang Mang couldn't help but feel excited. "Good. Well done. You better offend a few more monster emperors." Just as expected, hearing Lu Xiao's words, the Dog Emperor was instantly enraged. "Who do you think you are? Do you have the right to speak here?" Hearing the Dog Emperor's words, the cold-looking young man's face was filled with anger. At this moment, the Nanhua deity smiled and said, "Dog Emperor, please don't be angry. My disciple doesn't know any better. But the Dog Emperor wants too much. I don't have that many 8,000-year-old monster emperor-level natural treasures." Hearing this, the Dog Emperor coldly said, "Then what's the point of talking?" Seeing this scene, Wang Mang was inwardly overjoyed. At the same time, he made his decision. Then, Wang Mang said in his heart, "System, I choose Mission 1. The next moment, the system's familiar voice sounded. Ding! The host has completed the mission. Obtained 10 million evolution points. After hearing the system's voice, Wang Mang secretly let out a sigh of relief. Ever since he knew that Lu Xiao was the Nanhua deity's disciple, Wang Mang knew that it was impossible to kill Lu Xiao in advance. Therefore, Wang Mang naturally chose Mission 1. As for asking him to curry favor with his fated enemy, to be honest, although Wang Mang was shameless, he was also very thick-skinned. However, he couldn't curry favor with his fated enemy. He could curry favor with anyone, but he couldn't curry favor with his fated enemy. Not to mention, the system said, he might have once been the Emperor Wang Mang. Naturally, he couldn't lower his head like Lu Xiao. At this moment, Lu Xiao, who was far away, suddenly turned his head and looked at Wang Mang. His eyes were extremely sharp. Seeing this scene, Wang Mang's heart trembled with fear. Damn, this dog can't have noticed that I have bad intentions towards him, right? In the next moment, Lu Xiao, who was sizing up Wang Mang, suddenly said to the Nanhua deity beside him, "Master, since the negotiation failed, then forget it." Old man Nanhua nodded. He looked regretfully at the white-haired old man and said helplessly, That's right. He said helplessly. I tried my best. Hearing this, the white-haired old man bitterly nodded and said, I know. Sorry to trouble you. The Nanwa deity nodded expressionlessly and said, Then I'll take my leave. At this moment, Lucio suddenly said, Wait. HM? The Nanwa deity looked at his disciple Lucio in surprise. At this moment, Lucio stared at Wang Mang and said to the Nanhua deity, Master, I want to kill this python demon king. Chapter 2:23. After hearing Lucio's words, Wang Mang almost screamed in fear. Oh my God! Damn! Don't do this! I didn't even say a word, and you want to kill me? Thinking of this, Wang Mang panicked. He thought he kept a low profile. But how did this guy find out? Thinking up to this point, Wang Mang was extremely puzzled. He really couldn't figure it out. How did this guy find out? Apart from that, Wang Mang had a stomach full of pent-up anger. He had never been humiliated like this before. He wants to kill me? He doesn't take me seriously at all. Damn it, just you wait. When I become stronger, I will repay you generously in the future. Wang Mang gritted his teeth and cursed in his heart. At the same time, at this moment, Lucio finished speaking. The Nanhua elder couldn't help but look at Wang Mang. At the same time, the other monster emperors also looked at Wang Mang. Even the white-haired, dignified old man, who was the leader of the group, was frowning. Before Nanhua Old Immortal could say anything, the white-haired old man asked, Has this python great archfiend offended you? Hearing that, the Nanhua elder looked at his disciple in confusion. The other monster emperors did the same. Seeing that, Lucio, who was speechless, said in a deep voice, No, but he makes me feel very uncomfortable. He's the first guy in history to make me feel very uncomfortable. Hearing that, the Nanhua elder was speechless. He felt that his disciple was a bit too arrogant. Although his disciple was blessed by the providence of heaven and earth, but he couldn't just kill anyone he didn't like. At this time, Wang Mang immediately realized what was going on. He suddenly said in a shocked and angry tone, Are all humans so arrogant now? You want to kill me just because you don't like me? Are you going to kill all the monster emperors here if they don't like you? After hearing Wang Mang's words, the group of monster emperors nodded and looked at Lucio unkindly. Although they didn't know Wang Mang, they were still members of the Yao clan. However, he only said that he didn't like Wang Mang and wanted to kill Wang Mang. Were they trying to kill Wang Mang, the chicken, for the monkeys to see? At this moment, the dog emperor, who Wang Mang knew, said fiercely, Brat, you kill whoever you don't like? Then I scolded you just now. You must want to kill me too, right? Then, do I have to kill you first to eliminate the source of trouble? The stone emperor spoke coldly. What? Are you trying to kill a chicken to scare us monkeys? Nanhua old monster, hurry up and give it a try. Others might be afraid of you, but we aren't. Seeing this, Nanhua old immortal frowned. He knew that his disciple had incurred the wrath of all the demon emperors. This made Nanhua old immortal feel very helpless. He felt that his disciple wasn't smart enough. If he really wanted to kill someone, he could just wait for them to part ways and ambush them on the way. He was just a small fry. But now, he had angered a group of demon emperors. Facing a group of demon emperors, he couldn't do anything, nor was he confident that he could kill them. Especially the leader, the Stone Emperor, who was definitely the #1 emperor on land. Although there was a gap between their cultivation levels, he definitely couldn't kill the Stone Emperor. As for the Dog Emperor, he was definitely the most difficult to kill, because the Dog Emperor was the best at escaping, even if it was on land. Nanhua Old Immortal couldn't find him. Who else could be better at escaping than the Dog Emperor? Therefore, he knew that he couldn't underestimate these demon emperors. How could anyone who could become a demon emperor be simple? Among humans, Nanhua Old Immortal thought he should be the only old monster left. But he didn't know about the Yao clan, just the Yao clan on land. He wasn't sure if there were stronger old monsters, but the Yao clan in the sea, he didn't dare to provoke them at all. At this moment, the white-haired old man saw the anger of the demon emperors and knew that he had to speak. Moreover, he didn't like Nanhua, Old Immortal's disciple. Originally, he was here to negotiate with the Demon Emperors and win them over. But now that he didn't win over the Demon Emperors, he was already angry. In the end, Lucio even threatened to kill the Python Demon King in front of a group of Demon Emperors. What did he do to provoke you? He didn't even say anything. Damn it. You said that you were going to kill him because you didn't like him. Why don't you go to heaven? Moreover, he didn't want to worsen the relationship between the Demon Emperors and the Red Empire. Therefore, the white-haired old man said in a deep voice, he didn't provoke you, nor did he provoke you. He has never had any grudges with you. You can't kill him just because you're unhappy, right? I don't like the Star-Stripe Nation either. Why don't you help me destroy the Star-Stripe Nation? Don't talk about privilege. It's simply evil. After hearing the dignified old man's words, Lucio fell silent, but his expression didn't look too good. He stared coldly at Wang Mang, and the killing intent in his eyes intensified. Seeing this, Wang Mang's heart skipped a beat. Of course, he could see that Lucio wanted to kill him. But how could Wang Mang not want to kill him too? It was just that he didn't have a chance now. Moreover, he might not be able to kill Lucio. However, it was quite impossible for Lucio to kill him, because even Monk Du Jie, who was ranked higher than him, even the Tiger Emperor couldn't kill him. This kid wanted to kill him? Just think about it. That little bastard. Wait until I become stronger. I'll definitely kill you. Wang Mang gritted his teeth. At this moment, Nanhua, Old Immortal, laughed and said, Everyone, you've misunderstood. My disciple is young and ignorant. Everyone, please don't lower yourself to his level. After that, Nanhua, Old Immortal, gave Wang Mang a meaningful look. Then, he nodded at the white-haired, dignified old man and stepped into the air. Seeing this scene, Lucio also snorted coldly and left. Similarly, the white-haired, dignified old man also left dejectedly. Seeing this, Wang Mang breathed a sigh of relief. However, Wang Mang didn't dare to leave. On the contrary, he was afraid that Lucio and Nanhua, Old Immortal, would wait for him on the way. Therefore, Wang Mang didn't dare to leave for a while. Near the Himalayas, at this moment, the monster emperors all dispersed. Seeing this, Wang Mang hurriedly followed after him. He didn't follow too closely, but decided to stay near the Himalayas. As for the Black Bear Monster King, he followed the Dog Emperor into the distant forest. Seeing this, Wang Mang quietly followed again. He knew that the Dog Emperor was probably going to continue stealing from other monster emperors. Just as expected, the Dog Emperor immediately shouted at the 3 monster emperors who were about to leave. Fellow cultivators, wait. Hearing this, the monster emperors all stopped and looked at the Dog Emperor. Fellow cultivators, now the humans have found us. I think we monster emperors also need to gather together and discuss a strategy. Hearing this, the other monster emperors looked at each other and nodded. Obviously, they felt that the Dog Emperor's words made sense. Seeing this, the Dog Emperor even invited the 3 monster emperors to a mountain peak. Only the Black Bear Demon King left quietly. Seeing this scene, how could Wang Mang not understand? The Dog Emperor wanted to take the opportunity to plunder all the monster emperors' cave abodes. Therefore, Wang Mang quickly gave up on following the Dog Emperor. Then, he followed the Black Bear Demon King. But at this moment, the system's voice sounded again. Ding! Detected the host's current situation. The host is given the following mission to choose from. Mission 1. Face the ambush and interception of the destined enemy, Lucio, and hide. Mission time. Available upon selection. Mission reward. 100 million evolution points. Silver treasure, chest, X1. Mission 2. Face the ambush and interception of the destined enemy, Lucio, and fight in anger. Mission time. Available upon completion. Mission reward. 10 billion evolution points. Premium blind box, X1. Mission 3. Face the ambush and interception of the destined enemy, Lucio, and kill with thunder. Mission time. Available upon completion. Mission reward. 9 free evolution opportunities. Break the shackles of fate mystery gift pack X2. Chapter 224. After listening to the system's voice, Wang Mang couldn't help but burst into tears. F***ck, it's here again. He had to make a choice again. But the ability he chose wasn't enough. He wanted to kill this fated enemy of his. After all, he didn't like him and wanted to kill him. But the problem was that he didn't have a backer. If he had a backer, he would also dare to be so arrogant. No, if he also had a backer, he would be even more arrogant than Lucio. The problem was that Lucio's strength was too strong, a full 5 ranks higher than him. All right, this Lucio was nothing. Let's not talk about Lucio's strength. If the Nanhua old immortal wasn't his master, Wang Mang would definitely kill him. Moreover, with Wang Mang's strength, Lucio couldn't kill him. However, the Demon Emperor level existence had the ability to kill him. But what level was his master, the Nanhua old immortal? More than 8,000 years of cultivation. Damn it, with such strength, he wasn't far from the land immortal. Therefore, Wang Mang really didn't want to fight with Lucio. Moreover, he had no advantage to speak of now. Strength advantage? No. Background advantage? No. It could be said that the time, place, and people were in his favor. Wang Mang didn't even occupy this Sanyang. Therefore, Wang Mang really didn't want to kill Lucio now. He knew that the possibility of him killing Lucio wasn't high. Moreover, don't forget, Lucio's luck value was 499. F***ck. This luck value was almost 8 to 9 times his. Therefore, Wang Mang really couldn't do anything to Lucio now. It didn't matter if he was afraid of death or a coward. Moreover, don't forget, the system had said before, once he killed someone with too high a luck value, he would be punished by the heavens. Although Wang Mang had the luck plundering light, but the enemy's luck value had to be less than twice his own. But how much was Lucio's luck value? It was almost 500 luck value, maybe when he was about to win. Even the heavens helped Lucio. After all, he was once the Emperor Wang Mang. In the end, wasn't he still killed by Lucio? Putting aside his strength, Wang Mang was also afraid of encountering something like the novel. After he killed Lucio, the Nanhua old deity would come after him. He was always worried. For the time being, Wang Mang had no intention of fighting Lucio to the death, because the current situation was not in his favor. The enemy is strong while I am weak. Just bear with it. After thinking this way, Wang Mang felt like whoring for free. However, Wang Mang couldn't bear to give up the benefits of Mission 2 in Mission 3. If he really completed this mission, he would be able to fly from where he was. At this moment, Wang Mang seemed to have thought of something and sighed helplessly. In the end, he chose to give up. Mission 2. Mission 3. That was because when they left earlier, Nanhua Old Immortal and Lucio left together. If Nanhua Old Deity was there, he would be sending himself to his death. Thinking of this, Wang Mang resisted the pain in his heart and said, "System, I choose Mission 1. The next moment, the system's voice sounded. Ding. Congratulations, host. Mission completed. Ding. Congratulations, host. Obtain 100 million evolution points. Ding. Congratulations, host. Obtain silver treasure chest X1. After listening to the system's voice, only then did Wang Mang feel much better. Perhaps only whoring for free could make him feel better. After all, the feeling of being bullied was too sullen. At the same time, Wang Mang was even more eager to become stronger. Only when he was strong enough could he kill Lucio. Wang Mang secretly shook his head and sighed. Only then did he continue to follow the Black Bear Demon King. 2 hours later, Wang Mang, who was following in the dark, watched helplessly. The Black Bear Demon King once again went to the Flower Emperor, Tree Emperor, and Stone Emperor's cave residence to steal something. When the Black Bear Demon King retreated, Wang Mang immediately jumped out from the dark. After seeing Wang Mang, the Black Bear Demon King felt very helpless. He knew that Wang Mang was definitely still waiting for him. Therefore, this time, Wang Mang didn't even need to speak. The Black Bear Demon King said helplessly, "A total of 7 Demon Emperor level treasures of heaven and earth. After I give them to you, I have to run away." The Dog Emperor is already suspicious. If I still can't take out anything, he'll probably kill me. After saying that, the Black Bear Demon King opened his mouth. Then he took out 7 wooden boxes and threw them to Wang Mang. After a round of inspection, Wang Mang immediately beamed with joy. Brother Black Bear, you're so righteous. Hearing this, the Black Bear Demon King was speechless. Can you not be so realistic? If there are benefits, I'm a brother. If there are no benefits, I'm nothing. Wang Mang smiled awkwardly and didn't respond to the Black Bear Demon King. Then, he put the 7 wooden boxes containing the Demon Emperor level treasures of heaven and earth into his storage space. At the same time, the Black Bear Demon King began to run without stopping, because he knew without thinking. The Dog Emperor, who had spent a lot of effort, would definitely be furious if he didn't get anything this time. Therefore, for the sake of his own life, he naturally had to run away as soon as possible. At the same time, Wang Mang was also ready to run away. But at this moment, the system's voice sounded. Ding! Congratulations, host. Successfully completed the mission. Ding! Congratulations, host. Obtained 100 million evolution points. Ding! Congratulations, host. Obtained the best quality blind box, X1. After listening to the system's voice, Wang Mang was overjoyed. He didn't expect that this was considered visiting the cave abodes of the 6 emperors. After all, he didn't enter the cave abodes of the demon emperors in the West Province. At most, it could only be considered a robbery halfway. Could this be considered as completing the mission? Thinking of this, Wang Mang couldn't help but laugh. However, speaking of the Himalayas, Wang Mang couldn't help but feel helpless. Because here in the West Province, there weren't 3 emperors at all, but 4. Previously, if these 4 emperors hadn't appeared to negotiate with the Red Empire, Wang Mang probably always thought that there were only 3 emperors in the West Province. In fact, there were 4 emperors in the West Province. They were Willow Emperor, Tree Emperor, Flower Emperor, and Stone Emperor. And there was also the Dog Emperor. If that was the case, Wang Mang suddenly had a creepy feeling. He was thinking that if there weren't these 5 demon emperors, this Nanhua old deity, I'm afraid, would have directly made a move. The more Wang Mang thought about it, the more he felt that it was possible. F***CK. No wonder Nanhua old deity didn't make a move. It was all thanks to the existence of these 5 demon emperors. Sigh, I'm too inhuman. These demon emperors helped me before. In the end, I stole their things behind their backs. After thinking of this, Wang Mang felt somewhat guilty. He felt that he was really too much a dog. He felt ashamed of his own actions. But at this moment, Wang Mang suddenly heard an angry shout. Python Demon King, get out here. Don't make me look down on you. Don't tell me that you, a grand demon king, don't even have the courage to fight with me, Lucio. He heard the muffled curses coming from afar. Wang Mang was stunned. He never dreamed that, after he refused, this guy came to provoke him again. Then, Wang Mang saw, in the distant sky, a figure was flying towards the Himalayas. This person, it was his destined enemy, Lucio. Seeing this scene, Wang Mang was both shocked and angry. He didn't expect this dog to be so arrogant. At this moment, the system's voice sounded again. Ding! The host's current situation has been detected. The host is given the following missions to choose from. Mission 1. Continue to be a coward in the face of the repeated provocations of your destined enemy. Mission time, available upon selection. Mission reward, 1 free evolution opportunity. Mission 2. Continue to fight your destined enemy at all costs when facing his repeated provocations. Mission time, available upon completion. Mission reward, 3 free evolution opportunities. Mission 3. Continue to fight your destined enemy at all costs when facing his repeated provocations. Mission time, available upon completion. Mission reward, 9 free evolution opportunities. Break the shackles of fate mystery gift pack X3. Note, after this rejection, similar missions will not appear again. Chapter 225. This is too much. Damn it, since you're forcing me. Then I'll fulfill your wish." At this moment, Wang Mang only felt unprecedented humiliation. Since when was I humiliated to this extent? You humiliated me again and again. You're not treating me as a human being. Do you really think I'm made of mud? Even if I'm made of mud, you shouldn't bully me like this. Damn it. Thinking of this, Wang Mang had already made up his mind. He was going to kill Lu Xiao no matter what. The first 2 times, he was not as strong as Lu Xiao, and his backer was not as strong as Lu Xiao. But now, Lu Xiao was still bullying him. Uncle can tolerate it, but sister-in-law can't. Thinking of this, he saw Lu Xiao cursing in the air in the distance. Wang Mang had already made up his mind. He gritted his teeth and said in his heart, "System, I choose the second task." The next moment, the system's voice sounded again. Ding! The host has successfully chosen the task. Please complete the task as soon as possible to receive the reward. Hearing this, Wang Mang felt inexplicably relieved. He did not choose the third task, mainly because he knew it was not so easy to kill Lu Xiao. Moreover, he was not sure if Nanhua Elder Deity was nearby. Therefore, Wang Mang chose the second task. After making his choice, Wang Mang did not act rashly. On the contrary, Wang Mang let Lu Xiao curse near the Himalayas. He needed Lu Xiao to lure the monster royals out. As expected, after Lu Xiao cursed for more than half an hour, a group of monster royals appeared one after another in anger. After seeing the group of monster royals, Wang Mang could not help but secretly rejoice. Then, Wang Mang roared angrily, "You've gone too far. Lord Demon Emperors, you have to uphold justice for me." As he spoke, Wang Mang hurried towards the group of monster royals. As for Lu Xiao, when he saw Wang Mang, his killing intent soared, and his eyes turned cold. As for the presence of a group of demon emperors, he was not afraid at all. On the contrary, he stared coldly at Wang Mang, his arms crossed in front of his chest as he stood proudly in the air. At the same time, the group of demon emperors were even more furious as they looked at Lu Xiao coldly. At this time, Wang Mang came to the group of monster emperors and complained tearfully. "Lord Demon Emperors, look, this kid is too arrogant. Just because he's Nanhua Old Deity's disciple, he's looking down on all of you. Not only that, I also saw them secretly colluding with the Bear Demon King. I heard that they actually have other things to do. They are secretly here to steal the treasures of the various demon emperors. It's just that this lowly one did not dare to speak of this matter because I was afraid that he would take revenge on me afterwards. I didn't expect that they would try to kill me after stealing the heavenly treasure." Wang Mang looked as if this matter was true as he cried and complained angrily. After hearing Wang Mang's words, the demon emperor's expressions changed drastically. Then they all soared into the sky. In the blink of an eye, they flew back to the Himalayas. For a moment, they hid at the scene. Only Wang Mang and the Dog Emperor were left, and Lu Xiao in the sky, who was very confused. At this time, the Dog Emperor's face was ferocious as he asked in a fierce tone, "Is what you said true?" Hearing this, Wang Mang knew that the Dog Emperor was also angry. Wang Mang, who was secretly happy, quickly nodded and cried, "Dog Emperor, what this lowly one said is true. If I violate it, I will be struck by lightning." I didn't dare to say it before because I was afraid that they would take revenge on me afterwards. I didn't expect that after they stole the treasures and met up with the Bear Demon King, they still wanted to kill me to silence me. In desperation, this lowly one can only tell you the truth. After hearing Wang Mang's words, the Dog Emperor's face was even more ferocious. He bared his teeth and looked ferocious. Seeing this scene, of course Wang Mang knew why the Dog Emperor was so angry. Therefore, Wang Mang pretended to be puzzled and asked, "Dog Emperor, what happened?" "This lowly one, I remember that your cave abode is not nearby. It's none of your business." The Dog Emperor's tone was gloomy and angry. Seeing this scene, Wang Mang was simply overjoyed. Of course, on the surface, but he looked like he was trembling, lowering his head and not daring to say a word. At this time, Wang Mang heard. Angry roars could be heard, like thunder, resounding through the world. Nanhua, old monster. I'm going to tear you to shreds. You've gone too far. Ben Wang will not rest until you die. Damn it. This is unforgivable. How dare you steal Ben Wang's treasure? The next moment, Wang Mang could sense a terrifying aura of a beast dominator spreading across the place. Then, a stone giant that blotted out the sky. He suddenly flew out from a mountain peak in the Himalayas. This person was the Stone Emperor. The enraged Stone Emperor looked at Chu Feng. Without saying a word, he immediately rushed towards Lu Xiao. He raised his giant hand that blotted out the sky and grabbed at Lu Xiao in the sky. Seeing this scene, Lu Xiao turned pale with fright. He didn't expect that the Stone Emperor would dare to attack him. His master was the Nanhua old deity. Did these demon emperors take the wrong medicine? How dare they attack him? For a moment, Lu Xiao was no longer as calm as before. This was because when he tried to escape, he felt as if he had been confined by space. Therefore, he could only watch as the Stone Emperor's giant hand that blotted out the sky and the sun grabbed at him. In fear, he couldn't help but scream with a face full of fear, "No!" Just as he was in despair, a figure appeared out of thin air in front of him. This person was none other than his master, the Nanhua old deity. The Nanhua old deity raised his hand, and a white light shield appeared above his head. It was accompanied by an earth-shattering sound. The Stone Emperor's giant hand that blotted out the sky, and the sun bombarded the white light shield. For a moment, a terrifying wave of air swept out. At the same time, the Stone Emperor saw the Nanhua old deity and became even more furious. "You came at the right time. Ben Wang will fight you to the death." After saying that, the Stone Emperor attacked the Nanhua old deity again. At the same time, a few more figures appeared. These figures were a super giant willow tree that was hundreds of meters tall, the Willow Emperor, a super giant osmanthus tree that was hundreds of meters tall, the Flower Emperor, a super giant banyan tree that was hundreds of meters tall, the Tree Emperor, a giant dog that was hundreds of meters long, the Dog Emperor, where he saw the 5 demon emperors surrounding him in anger. The Nanhua deity was both shocked and furious. He didn't expect the situation to turn out like this. Did these demon emperors eat gunpowder? Didn't they just want to kill the Python demon king? Did these demon emperors have to be so agitated? Of course. The current situation didn't allow him to think too much. He first threw the terrified Lu Xiao 1,000 meters away and shouted angrily, "Run!" Seeing this, the demon emperors didn't chase after him. Instead, they surrounded the Nanhua old deity. Among them, the enraged Stone Emperor turned to Wang Mang and shouted angrily, "Stop! Little Python demon, go and kill his disciple. Today, we will make this master and disciple duo fall on the spot." Chapter 2:26. After hearing Emperor of Stone's words, Wang Mang was extremely confident. Damn it! Finally, things went according to his plan. If he hadn't lured the Nanhua deity out, Wang Mang wouldn't have dared to fight Lu Xiao. He was afraid that the old monster would suddenly appear in the middle of the fight. What should he do? That was why Wang Mang had to spend so much effort to frame Lu Xiao and kill him. Although he didn't kill Lu Xiao, Wang Mang was still in a good mood, because he had successfully lured the Nanhua deity out. Now, no one could stop him from attacking Lu Xiao. At least, Wang Mang's safety was guaranteed. Thinking of this, Wang Mang was in a good mood. "Don't worry, Emperor of Stone. I'll go after him right now." After saying that, Wang Mang immediately chased after Lu Xiao. But not long after Wang Mang left, he heard a loud noise behind him. He turned around and saw a group of monster emperors attacking the Nanhua deity. Seeing this, Wang Mang was in high spirits and continued to chase after Lu Xiao. "Damn it! How dare you bully me? This is the price you have to pay for bullying me. You better be killed." Thinking of this, Wang Mang was in a good mood. Similarly, Wang Mang chased after Lu Xiao very quickly. However, Lu Xiao was not slow either. Wang Mang chased after Lu Xiao in the air for several hours. Then, Wang Mang vaguely saw Lu Xiu's back. After seeing Lu Xiu, Wang Mang deliberately provoked him. "You're just a thief. Didn't you want to fight with me? Why are you running now?" Lu Xiu, who was flying in front of Wang Mang. When he turned around and saw Wang Mang chasing after him, he was furious. He didn't expect that damn Wang Mang would dare to chase after him, especially when she saw Wang Mang chasing after her alone. This angered Lu Xiu even more. This was because Lu Xiu did not put Wang Mang in her eyes at all. If it weren't for the group of demon emperors, he would have already attacked Wang Mang. Also, he guessed that the reason why he was in such a sorry state was definitely related to Wang Mang. Thinking of this, Lu Xiu suppressed her anger and ran for another hour. Then he saw that there was no one else behind Wang Mang. He finally stopped at the top of a mountain. After turning around, he glared at Wang Mang with murderous intent in his eyes. Seeing this, Wang Mang's heart skipped a beat, and he slowed down as well. He knew that this guy's strength was not to be trifled with. However, Wang Mang never thought that he could kill him. Of course, if there was a chance, Wang Mang would not let him go so easily. The premise was that he could beat him. If he couldn't, he would have to give up temporarily. "I'm curious. What did you say to make these demon emperors attack me?" At this moment, Lu Xiu, who was standing with his hands behind his back, regained his usual calmness and coldly questioned Wang Mang. Seeing that Lu Xiu was pretending to be calm again, Wang Mang was even more annoyed. Especially when he saw this guy's cold and arrogant face, he wanted to stomp on him. Therefore, Wang Mang sneered and said, "You want to know? I won't tell you." As soon as he finished speaking, Wang Mang transformed into his huge body. Then he opened his bloody mouth and spat out the fallen black flame at this guy. Seeing the black flame coming at him, Lu Xiu sneered and waved his hand. Wind spell. As soon as he finished speaking, suddenly a gust of wind blew. The flames that were originally rushing towards him actually flew off in another direction. Seeing this scene, Wang Mang was instantly endlessly shocked. Then, Wang Mang transformed into his huge body. At the same time, a pair of flesh wings appeared on his back. His body covered the sky. At the same time, Wang Mang opened his bloody mouth and bit at Lu Xiu. "You're overestimating yourself." After a sneer, Lu Xiu's figure flew back to dodge the attack. At the same time, he made a gesture with his hands and shouted angrily, "Xiantian Emperor spell." As soon as he finished speaking, a 100-meter-tall, magnificent figure wearing a golden dragon robe appeared out of nowhere behind him. This half-illusory, half-real, imposing figure even raised his hand and swung his sword toward Wang Mang. A terrifying golden sword ray slashed toward him. Seeing this, Wang Mang flapped his wings and dodged. He looked back and saw the place where he was just now. This horrifying sword light streaked across the sky, slicing through the countless trees and trees around it. "Damn, this bastard is something." Wang Mang was extremely alarmed. This ability was completely not inferior to Tribulation Transcendence. Dujia also had a lot of means. It seemed that Lu Xiu also had a lot of means. However, thinking of his terrifying luck and his achievements at such a young age, Wang Mang was relieved. If this guy didn't have such terrifying achievements, he wouldn't deserve to be called the son of luck born in the millennium. Sword technique. At this time, Lu Xiu stood in the air and shouted again. Then, he raised his arms and clenched his fists. Then, countless genuine chi swarmed out of his body and turned into half-illusory and half-real swords in the sky, flying around him. "Go to hell." After shouting angrily, Lu Xiu pointed at where Wang Mang was. Sword chi that blotted out the sky burst out, accompanied by the sound of breaking air. It whizzed over. Seeing this, Wang Mang quickly dodged. But Wang Mang soon found out. These sword chi could track. This surprised Wang Mang. But the next moment, Wang Mang sneered in his heart. Then, he immediately circled in the sky and rushed toward Lu Xiu. At the same time, Lu Xiu unleashed an overwhelming amount of sword aura as well. Seeing this, Lu Xiu's face darkened and he shouted angrily, "Get out of my way." At the same time, he made a gesture with his hands and a white chi shield condensed. Seeing this, Wang Mang had to rush to the ground. His huge body instantly drilled into the ground. But not long after he drilled into the ground was like a thunderclap. A series of violent explosions rang out. Rumble. The overwhelming sword chi was as powerful as a grenade. It blew up the ground where Wang Mang was, causing sand and stones to fly and dust to fill the sky. At the same time, when the dust dissipated, Lu Xiao saw that Wang Mang's figure had disappeared. His face darkened. He realized that Wang Mang was more difficult to deal with than he had imagined. Now that they had fought for a long time, he could not do anything to Wang Mang at all. Because although Wang Mang did not have many tricks up his sleeve, he was very good at flying in the sky and burrowing into the ground. Just as he was looking for Wang Mang, a loud noise came from the ground behind him. Just as he turned around, he saw that Wang Mang was already rushing toward him and spraying some kind of liquid at him. Although he did not know what the liquid that Wang Mang had sprayed out was. But Lu Xiao instinctively retreated and dodged it. But just as he dodged Wang Mang's corrosive poison, Wang Mang was already very close to him. At the same time, Wang Mang's huge tail whipped toward him fiercely. Seeing this, Lu Xiao was furious. "You're courting death." At the same time, Lu Xiao kicked toward Wang Mang's huge tail that was flying toward him. Subsequently, his figure also flew backwards, pulling apart the distance between him and Wang Mang. This allowed Wang Mang to know that this fellow's combat experience was extremely abundant. In a short time, he could not do anything to Lu Xiao at all. But Wang Mang, who still did not believe in heresy, did not give up easily. Several hours passed in the blink of an eye. At this moment, the two sides had been fighting for a long time. The surrounding mountains were in a mess. Unfortunately, Wang Mang still could not do anything to Lu Xiao. On the contrary, he was slightly embarrassed by his opponent. At the same time, Wang Mang lost his patience. Similarly, his opponent's patience was also exhausted. Lu Xiao, who had long been driven mad by Wang Mang. At this moment, he made up his mind and growled with a ferocious face. "Damn you! Even if I have to pay the price, I will kill you." Just as he finished speaking, Wang Mang saw. At this moment, Lu Xiao's eyes were fixed on him. At the same time, he clasped his hands together and muttered. The next moment, what made Wang Mang even more stunned was this: Lu Xiao actually began to bleed from his 7 orifices. Blood flowed out from his eyes, nose, mouth, and ears. Chapter 227. Seeing this scene, Wang Mang's heart skipped a beat. Damn it, what was this guy trying to do? Was he going to use some forbidden move? Otherwise, he wouldn't be bleeding from his 7 orifices. Thinking of this, Wang Mang was a little worried. He looked at Lu Xiao vigilantly, but for a while, he didn't find anything wrong. However, for some unknown reason, Wang Mang felt an uneasiness that made his skin crawl. What was with this ominous premonition? What was Lu Xiao trying to do? Was he going to summon God to deal with him like in history? It was just a thought, but Wang Mang suddenly felt his scalp go numb, because he felt that there was a possibility of this happening. This guy's luck value was too high. He was the son of luck born in the millennium. Thinking of this, Wang Mang suddenly found the source of this uneasiness. It seemed to come from the sky. Thinking of this, Wang Mang abruptly raised his head. Then he saw a small black spot in the sky. This small black spot was falling from the sky at a speed visible to the naked eye, and it was getting bigger and bigger. Seeing this, Wang Mang only felt his scalp go numb. Damn it! Was this the big meteorite summoning skill? No wonder he felt so uneasy. He even felt that his aura was locked. It turned out that Lu Xiao could really use the meteorite summoning skill. For a moment, Wang Mang had no other thoughts. His only thought was to run away immediately. But at this moment, Wang Mang suddenly saw. Lu Xiao smiled at him ferociously. "Want to leave now? It's too late. Draw a circle on the ground." As soon as he finished speaking, Lu Xiao pointed at him. After doing all this, Lu Xiao immediately left on the wind. Seeing this, Wang Mang suddenly panicked, because he who was going to run away, found that he couldn't move at all. It was as if a body-locking curse had been cast on him. In shock and anger, Wang Mang struggled crazily. Sometimes he looked up at the meteorite falling from the sky. No, damn it. F***CK Lu Xiao. Wang Mang, who was struggling madly, couldn't help but roar in anger. Unfortunately, no matter how he struggled, he was unable to break free. Wang Mang's heart trembled, especially when he saw the meteorite descending towards him at an extremely fast speed. In his panic, Wang Mang was still struggling madly. He had completely lost his mind. Fortunately, after a minute, Wang Mang finally broke free. Not only that, Wang Mang didn't have time to think too much. The moment he broke free, Wang Mang immediately plunged into the depths of the ground. After that, Wang Mang crazily drilled into the depths of the ground. However, Wang Mang had only been underground for less than 30 seconds. Wang Mang heard an earth-shattering explosion. Soon after, a thunderous explosion resounded through the air. Then, Wang Mang couldn't help but scream. He only felt that the latter half of his tail and body seemed to have disappeared in an instant. After that, Wang Mang endured the intense pain and continued to drill into the depths of the ground. It wasn't until Wang Mang had drilled into the ground for a few minutes that Wang Mang dared to stop and check his own body. In the end, half of his tail was smashed into smithereens. How King powerful was that? Wang Mang, who was in extreme pain, quickly performed super self-healing. After a full 2 hours, the latter half of Wang Mang's body swelled back up. However, Wang Mang felt that his body was extremely weak. It was as if his body had been hollowed out, because he didn't suffer much in the battle with Lu Xiao. Only this last attack had smashed away half of his tail. It could be said that he would either not be injured or be seriously injured if he hadn't escaped fast enough. If he had been completely hit by the meteorite, he would probably have died on the spot. Mother of Asterisker, this Lu Xiao could really summon meteorites. Thinking of this, Wang Mang couldn't help but feel grief and indignation. It was the first time he had suffered such a serious injury. Half of his tail was gone. Damn it. If it was another monster, it would probably have died on the spot. Wang Mang even guessed that this guy would fight with Monk Du Jie. Even Monk Du Jie might not be able to defeat Lu Xiao. Usually it would be fine, but Wang Mang absolutely didn't believe that Monk Du Jie could block this meteorite falling from the sky. Even if an ordinary monster emperor came, it wouldn't work. It was absolutely impossible to block the meteorite. In fact, Wang Mang's guess was right. Even if a monster emperor came, he wouldn't dare to block the meteorite. It could be said that this meteorite falling from the sky was one of Lu Xiao's trump cards. However, the monster emperor would never give Lu Xiao a chance to use meteorite falling from the sky. It could be said that Wang Mang suffered this loss. He didn't know that Lu Xiao would use meteorite falling from the sky. If he knew, Wang Mang would have either interrupted the other party or temporarily avoided the attack. It could also be said that Wang Mang was too conceited. He thought that Lu Xiao would never be able to kill him, but in fact, it was a bit difficult, especially this meteorite falling from the sky. When Wang Mang came to the place where the previous battle happened, Wang Mang saw a meteor that was several tens of meters in size, smashing down the mountain peak. Within a radius of 1,000 meters, it was like a dead land without any vitality, as if it had become a ruin. This was obviously the huge impact of the meteorite, which directly destroyed the nearby forest. Seeing this scene, Wang Mang's heart sank. This time, he didn't know that the other party had such a heaven-defying move. If they met again, Wang Mang would never let the other party use it. Damn it, this dog is more than anything. It actually has such a move. Miscalculation. Miscalculation. Wang Mang secretly gritted his teeth. At this moment, the system's voice suddenly sounded in Wang Mang's mind, frowny-faced ding. Congratulations, host. Successfully completed the mission. Ding. Congratulations, host. Obtained 3 free evolution opportunities. After listening to the system's voice, Wang Mang's anger eased a lot. Damn it. He had finally completed his mission. Wait until my strength increases a bit. Then I'll figure out how to kill this dog. Wang Mang secretly gritted his teeth and said in his heart. Thinking of this, Wang Mang's mood became better. Then, Wang Mang quickly left the nearby life vein. At the same time, Wang Mang also decided to leave the West Province, because he had almost gotten all the benefits he could get here. Moreover, once the monster emperors reacted, when they found out that it was him who stole their heaven and earth treasures, they would probably kill him, right? After all, when these monster emperors found out that the heaven and earth treasures were stolen, even Nanhua Old Deity was besieged by these monster emperors, and they threatened to kill that old man. Sigh. I wonder how Nanhua Old Deity is now. Sigh. Was this dog really killed by these demon emperors? It would be best if he was killed. If that's the case, then I can deal with Lucio at ease. Thinking of this, Wang Mang was in a good mood and soon left the West Province. In the blink of an eye, it was already 3 days later. At this moment, the sun and the moon were in the sky, in a dense and primitive forest. In a cave, Wang Mang looked around the cave and secretly nodded with satisfaction. Then, Wang Mang was ready to properly organize the harvest this time. In addition, after his evolution this time, his strength would definitely soar. Chapter 228. Then, Wang Mang, who was in a good mood, silently said in his heart, "System, open my personal information." The next moment, personal information appeared in front of his eyes. Host, Wang Mang. Type, Black Flame Bull Python. Status, Peak. Cultivation, 5,300 years. Level, Great Demon King. Body, 124 meters long. 3 meters wide, 220,000 kilograms weight. Combat strength, 220,000 kilograms. Bite force, 102 kilometers per hour. Skills, corrosive poison, steel body, super self-healing, water breathing, bloodthirsty rage, 10,000 beast deterrence, wishful shrinking. Divine ability, King's slavery, soul controlling seal, black flame of death, broken body rebirth, mysterious water heavy domain, earth drilling, wings on back. Special, storage space, information detection, 9 Demon King level treasures, 6 Great Demon King level treasures, 7 Demon Emperor level treasures, 10% evolution card X1, 20% evolution card X1, free chance to upgrade divine ability X1, designated lottery chance X1, random lottery chance X1, free chance to evolve X3, silver treasure chest X1, best quality blind box X1, iron palm. Shop activated. Luck 66, above average. Evolution points 225 million / 500 million. Current ranking 5th on the Wind Cloud list. After looking at the information, Wang Mang was simply bursting with joy. Damn, so many things. I can guarantee that I will evolve at least 4 times this time. Thinking of this, Wang Mang was in a good mood. Damn, as expected, high risk, high reward. Thinking of this, Wang Mang decided to eat all 7 Demon Emperor level treasures and turn them into evolution points. Thinking of this, Wang Mang took out the 7 Demon Emperor level treasures from the storage space. These 7 Demon Emperor level treasures, as soon as Wang Mang took them out, they immediately panicked. They begged in fear, "King, spare our lives. King, Your Majesty, please spare our lives. King, the heavens have the virtue of cherishing life. If you spare our roots, your merit will be boundless." After hearing what these Demon Emperor level heavenly materials and earthly treasures said, Wang Mang, who was in a good mood, immediately felt his heart sink. Damn it, heaven's benevolence? Must it be boundless merit? Immeasurable merit, my ass. I was almost killed by a meteorite from the heavens. Thinking of this, Wang Mang was in a bad mood. He wasn't going to let them off. These heavenly materials and earthly treasures couldn't even flatter someone. So what was the point of keeping them? Thinking of this, Wang Mang, who was in a bad mood, sneered and said, "It's fine if you don't say it. Now that you say it, I'm even angrier." Originally, I was going to let you guys stay, but now you guys are making Ben Huang very unhappy. After saying that, Wang Mang swallowed all the heavenly materials and earthly treasures into his bloody mouth while they struggled in fear. However, after eating all the Demon Emperor level heavenly materials and earthly treasures in one go, the Demon Emperor level heavenly materials and earthly treasures were all gone. Wang Mang immediately regretted it. He ate too quickly. He had forgotten earlier that it was best not to eat a large number of Demon Emperor level heavenly treasures at once. Otherwise, his body would feel uncomfortable. As expected, after Wang Mang swallowed these Demon Emperor level treasures of heaven and earth, he immediately felt as if his entire body was about to explode. This simply made Wang Mang cry for his father and mother. After tossing and turning for 2 hours, his body felt a lot better. Then, the system's familiar voice sounded. Ding! Congratulations, host. Successfully swallowed a 6,300-year-old Demon Emperor level heavenly treasure. Demon Transformation Grass. Ding! Congratulations, host. Obtained 4,500 evolution points. Ding! Congratulations, host. Successfully swallowed a 6,500-year-old Demon Emperor level heavenly treasure. Dragon Flame Fruit. Ding! Congratulations, host. Obtained 55 million evolution points. Ding! Congratulations, host. Successfully swallowed a 6,200-year-old Demon Emperor level heavenly treasure. 100 Poison Wood. Ding! Congratulations, host. Obtained 40 million evolution points. Ding! Congratulations, host. Successfully swallowed a 6,300-year-old Demon Emperor level heavenly treasure. Spirit Nourishing Flower. Ding! Congratulations, host. Obtained 45 million evolution points. Ding! Congratulations, host. Successfully swallowed a 6,600-year-old Demon Emperor level heavenly treasure. God Flamestone Flower. Ding! Congratulations, host. Obtained 60 million evolution points. Ding! Congratulations, host. Successfully swallowed a 6,100-year-old Demon Emperor level heavenly treasure. Tianshan Snow Lotus. Ding! Congratulations, host. Obtained 35 million evolution points. Ding! Congratulations, host. Successfully swallowed a 6,800-year-old Demon Emperor level heavenly treasure. Heavenly Snow Dew. Ding! Congratulations, host. Obtained 70 million evolution points. Ding! The accumulation has met the evolution requirements. Do you wish to begin evolution? After listening to the system's voice, Wang Mang was bursting with joy. Oh my god! These 7 Demon Emperor level heavenly treasures were actually able to give him so many evolution points. To be honest, Wang Mang was extremely shocked and surprised. Sure enough, these 6,000-year-old heavenly treasures were able to give him evolution points. It was as if the difference of 100 years was a huge difference in evolution points. Moreover, he roughly calculated that these 7 heaven and earth treasures alone had given him 350 million evolution points. It had directly allowed him to evolve on the spot. Moreover, he had yet to open the best quality blind box. Also, he had yet to open the silver treasure chest. In the end, this was already enough for him to evolve 4 times. Thinking about this, Wang Mang's mood was extremely good. Good. Oh my god. Too good. Sure enough, these Demon Emperor's accumulation was the most profound. This was not a waste of his time traveling north and south, east and west. This kind of harvest was extremely awesome. Thinking about this, Wang Mang's mood was extremely good. He silently said in his heart, "System, begin evolution." In the next moment, the system's voice sounded frowny-faced. Ding! Successfully deducted 500 million evolution points. Beginning evolution. After that, Wang Mang once again lost consciousness in the midst of evolution. 2 hours later, Wang Mang once again woke up from the evolution. After that, Wang Mang immediately inspected his body. First, Wang Mang was surprised to find that his body's width did not increase. Other than that, Wang Mang could feel that he had become a lot stronger. Of course, Wang Mang did not know how much stronger he had become. This was because he felt that his body seemed to have an indescribable change. Thinking about this, Wang Mang joyfully said in his heart, "System, open my personal information." In the next moment, his personal information appeared in front of his eyes again. Host, Wang Mang type, Black Flame, Bull Python status, peak cultivation, 5,400 years level, Great Demon King body, 128 meters long, 3 meters wide, 230,000 kilograms weight combat power, 230,000 kilograms bite force, 103 kilometers per hour skills, corrosive poison, steel body, super self-healing, water breathing, bloodthirsty rage, 10,000 beast deterrence, wishful, shrinking divine ability, king's slavery, soul controlling seal, black flame of death, broken body rebirth, mysterious water domain, earth drilling, wings on back, special, storage space, probing information, 9 demon king treasures, 6 great demon king treasures, 10% discount evolution card X1, 20% discount evolution card X1, free chance to upgrade divine ability X1, designated lottery chance X1, random lottery chance X1, free chance to evolve X3, silver treasure chest X1, best quality blind box X1, iron palm shop, unlocked luck 66 above average, evolution points 0, 75/0, 80 billion current ranking, 5th on the wind cloud leaderboard. Chapter 229. After looking at his personal information, Wang Mang nodded his head in satisfaction. Soon after, Wang Mang was surprised to find out his body size had increased by a lot. It was the same as the previous 2 evolutions. It was a steady increase. In fact, even his speed was steadily increasing. However, the increase in speed was relatively small. Other than that, Wang Mang was shocked to find out that his ranking did not change. Damn, what is going on? I can understand why the ranking did not change last time, but why is it not changing this time? I only need 800 million evolution points to evolve again. It seems that the evolution will not increase my evolution points by a few times. Thinking about this, Wang Mang was in a good mood. He even wondered if he could evolve again. After all, although he had 3 chances to evolve after 3 evolutions, the amount of evolution points Wang Mang needed would definitely be more than what he currently had. Thinking about this, Wang Mang was a bit greedy. After all, for evolutions was already not bad. However, Wang Mang still wanted to evolve again. Currently, his cultivation had reached 5,400 years. He was only 600 years away from becoming a demonic emperor. If he could evolve 3 more times, then he would use 3 more free evolutions. At that time, he would be able to become a demonic emperor. Of course, there was a very important point. The order of using the free evolutions was very important. If he chose to use the free evolutions first, then the evolution points he needed would definitely increase. This was also the reason why Wang Mang could evolve again, but he only evolved once. Thinking about this, Wang Mang pondered for a bit and decided to open the silver chest. Oh, there's still a top-quality blind chest. When he thought of this, Wang Mang silently said in his heart, "System, open the silver chest." In the next moment, the system's familiar voice sounded. Ding! Congratulations, host. Successfully opened the silver chest. Ding! Congratulations, host. Obtained 5 million evolution points. Ding! Congratulations, host. Obtained 10 million evolution points. Ding! Congratulations, host. Obtained 10 million evolution points. After listening to the system's voice, Wang Mang was happy. Not bad, not bad. It was a silver treasure chest. It actually gave him 25 million evolution points, which was already not bad. Thinking of this, Wang Mang became even more high-spirited. Now, He was only 700 million away from evolving again. He felt that he still had a top-grade blind box and 2 lottery chances. It was more than enough. Thinking of this, Wang Mang's mood immediately brightened up again. Oh my god, should I open the best blind box first? Or should I do a random draw first? Or should I choose the lucky draw first? Aya, what a dilemma. What should I open? Thinking of this, Wang Mang couldn't help but feel delighted. In the end, after Wang Mang pondered for a long time, he made a decision. Let's open the best blind box first. A top-grade blind box. Judging from the name, it sounded very awesome. Of course, as for how many good things he would be able to obtain, it was unknown. Therefore, Wang Mang was full of expectations for this top-grade blind box. After that, Wang Mang muttered in his heart, "System, open the best blind box." In the next moment, the system's voice sounded again. Ding. Congratulations, host. Successfully opened the best blind box. Ding. Congratulations, host. Obtained 100 million evolution points. Damn. After hearing the system's voice, Wang Mang couldn't help but become excited. Damn it. This top-grade blind box was really awesome. It gave him 100 million evolution points in one go. He liked this kind of simple and crude reward. It was best to use a large amount of evolution points to humiliate him. At this moment, Wang Mang was even more excited. Moreover, the high-grade blind box could be opened 5 times. Then, how many times could this best blind box be opened? In truth, Wang Mang didn't know either, but he was still full of expectations. I'm looking forward to more prizes and better prizes to be announced. 1 minute later, the system's voice sounded again. Ding. Congratulations, host. Obtained a form transformation pill. Note, after using it, the host can turn into a human form and switch back and forth with his original form. Weakness. After using it, the host will be in a human form, and his battle power will be limited and greatly decreased. After listening to the system's voice, Wang Mang was stunned. Damn it. Damn it. He could transform. Form transformation pill. Although he didn't know what grade it was. But to be able to turn him into a human form, this was very heaven-defying. It could be said that the reward this time simply stunned Wang Mang. Even Wang Mang never thought that he could open such a heaven-defying item. One must know that even among the current demon emperors, Wang Mang hadn't seen any demon emperors that could transform. Thinking like this, Wang Mang became even more excited. He knew that this form transformation pill was definitely not ordinary. At the same time, Wang Mang was also looking forward to the next prize. How many good things could it give him? Or perhaps give him a theurgy? Thinking about this, Wang Mang was extremely excited. At this time, the system's voice sounded for the 3rd time. Ding. Congratulations, host. Obtained 200 million evolution points. Good. Awesome, awesome. As expected of the best quality blind box, Wang Mang couldn't help but be so happy that he couldn't close his mouth. Now that he had received 3 prizes, he had accumulated 300 million evolution points and a form transformation pill. This best quality blind box was indeed awesome. Then, under Wang Mang's anticipation, the system's voice sounded for the 4th time. Ding. Congratulations, host. Obtained 200 million evolution points. Good. Very good. Continue. Keep up the good work. Wang Mang nodded his head in satisfaction. Now, this best quality blind box, it already gave him 500 million evolution points. In addition, it also gave him a form transformation pill. It could be said that he didn't know that he would have good fortune after surviving a great disaster. Or was it that his luck was starting to become good? Moreover, after this evolution, he would come out. Wang Mang was even more confident in beating up Lu Xiao. In a moment, Wang Mang was in high spirits and his confidence swelled. Then, the system's voice sounded for the 5th time. Ding. Congratulations, host. Obtained tracking talisman X1 note. After using, you can permanently track the enemy's position until death. After hearing the system's announcement, Wang Mang was once again stunned. Damn, did this mean that he had to risk his life against Lu Xiao? Otherwise, why would it open this thing? After all, the function was already very clear. After using, you can track the enemy's position until death. Thinking about this, Wang Mang's mood became very good. After coming out of seclusion, he had the confidence to beat up Lu Xiao. Of course, the premise was that the Nanhua old immortal wasn't there. Thus, this thing was very good. After using it, he could track the enemy's position at any time. At this time, the system's voice sounded for the 6th time. Ding. Congratulations, host. Obtained. Chapter 231. After looking at his personal information, Wang Mang was stunned. Damn, how did I get 5 billion evolution points? Why is there so much? Why didn't I feel anything? However, when he thought about how many things he had opened, Wang Mang felt that it was normal. After all, he had opened a lot of things. He had opened all the diamond treasure chests. There was only one chance left for the random draw in the top gray blind box. Thinking about this, Wang Mang couldn't help but be overjoyed. Thus, his evolution points should be enough for him to evolve 2 more times. At that time, he would use 5 consecutive evolution chances. Wang Mang had evolved 9 times in one go. Damn, I am a man who evolves 9 times in one night. Thinking about this, Wang Mang thought about the possibility of evolving 10 times. After thinking about it, Wang Mang felt that the possibility was not high. This was because he didn't think that 1 random lottery and 1 top-quality blind box would give him nearly 30 billion evolution points. Moreover, even if he didn't use 5 consecutive evolutions, the evolution points he needed to evolve would not be small. Of course, Wang Mang still held on to a fluke mentality. What if the top-quality blind box and random lottery were enough? Thinking up to this point, Wang Mang steeled his heart and made a decision. He decided to open it all at once. He would use the last top-quality blind box and random lottery chance. Let's see if he could evolve 10 times in a row. Thinking about this, Wang Mang said in his heart, "System, open the top-quality blind box for me again." In the next moment, the system's voice sounded again. Ding. Congratulations, host. Successfully opened the top-quality blind box. Ding. Congratulations, host. Obtained 500 million evolution points. After hearing the system's voice, Wang Mang's heart sank. However, Wang Mang remained calm. He waited for the next lottery to open. 1 minute later, the system's voice sounded again. Ding. Congratulations, host. Obtained 1 billion evolution points. Not bad. Wang Mang nodded. Then, another minute passed. The system's voice sounded for the 3rd time. Frowny face. Ding. Congratulations, host. Obtained 1 billion evolution points. After hearing the system's voice, Wang Mang secretly heaved a sigh of relief. He had already accumulated a total of 5 billion evolution points, and now he had accumulated 5 billion evolution points. Wang Mang's evolution points had reached 50 billion. Hopefully, I can continue to work hard. At this moment, the system's voice sounded for the 4th time. Ding. Congratulations, host. You have received a box of Pepsi. Hearing that, Wang Mang was instantly speechless. Damn it, I want evolution points. What I want is 10 consecutive evolutions. Daddy system, please give me some strength. Just as Wang Mang was crazily complaining in his heart, the system's voice sounded for the 5th time. Frowny face. Ding. Congratulations, host. You have gained luck +2. Oh my, not bad, not bad. It had been a long time since his luck value had been activated. Thinking about this, Wang Mang could not help but laugh. The only thing that was lacking was that it was too little. Just as Wang Mang was feeling happy, the system's voice sounded for the 6th time. Frowny face. Ding. Congratulations, host. You have received a writing keyboard from the author of Chasing Dreams. You have gained permanent luck +9. After hearing the system's voice, Wang Mang was completely dumbfounded. What the heck? A novel author's keyboard. It actually gave him permanent luck +9? This was not in line with science. However, this time, he had gained 11 permanent luck points. Wang Mang's mood was still very good. Although this blind box only gave a few billion evolution points, it was still a rare treasure. However, these 11 points of luck points in Wang Mang's eyes, were worth who knows how many billions of evolution points. However, what made Wang Mang disappointed was that the possibility of him evolving 10 times in a row was gone. After all, he had only accumulated 50 billion evolution points. At most, he could evolve 2 more times, and he would not have much evolution points left. Forget it. This was the last chance. If the random lottery was not good enough, he probably would not have the chance to evolve 10 times in a row. Thinking about this, Wang Mang said in his heart, "System, use your last random draw chance." The next moment, the system's voice sounded frowny-faced ding. "Congratulations, host. You have successfully used the random lottery." Then, in Wang Mang's mind, a lucky compass appeared again. However, when he saw the prizes on the compass, Wang Mang's eyes could not help but light up again. The 9 prizes were as follows: Frowny Face, 9 Claw Golden Dragon Blood Essence Drop, 3 Half-Immortal Level Treasures, Random Expert Summoning Card X1, 90 billion Evolution Points, 60 billion Evolution Points, 30 billion Evolution Points, Designated Lottery Chance X3, One-Time Top Level Lucky Card, Luck Plus 699, Righteous Light, Take All Away. It could be said that, after looking at the 9 prizes, Wang Mang once again saw the hope of evolving 10 times in a row. This was because among the 9 prizes, none of them were bad. Even the lucky card was the same. However, this lucky card was too heaven-defying. Once used within a certain period of time, the luck value would directly increase by 699. Wang Mang felt that this thing was probably harder to obtain than 90 billion evolution points. This was because once he obtained this one-time top-level lucky card, Wang Mang could use the lucky card the next time he obtained the designated lottery chance. At that time, he would probably be able to get the best thing directly. Thinking of this, Wang Mang could not help but look forward to it. Whether he could evolve 10 times in a row after this closed-door training to increase his strength would depend on the results of this lottery. At the same time, just as Wang Mang was looking forward to it nervously, the lucky compass also began to spin. 1 minute later, the spinning speed of the lucky compass slowed down. At the same time, Wang Mang was also very nervous and perturbed. The heavens are watching over us. Lady Luck bless. Daddy System bless. There must be a better one. The next moment, the system's voice sounded frowny-faced ding. "Congratulations, host. You have obtained Chapter 232. At the same time, the 3-tailed white spiritual fox was lying in a pool of blood, struggling in pain. After hearing Wang Mang's words, it could not help but panic. It did not expect Wang Mang to be lying in ambush nearby. After all, it had just finished the tribulation. But in the end, Wang Mang immediately jumped out. Just thinking about it made it desperate. Moreover, it could feel that Wang Mang was a great threat to it. Thinking of this, the 3-tailed white spiritual fox was very sad. Was it going to die right after passing the monster royal tribulation? Thinking of this, its heart was filled with unwillingness and grievance, because it had never been lucky enough to find such a remote and barren place to pass the tribulation. In the end, it met Wang Mang, whose strength was close to the monster royal level. As for why I could tell that Wang Mang's strength was close to the monster royal level, because the threat of Wang Mang's aura made it know that Wang Mang was not simple. However, Wang Mang's shamelessness had broken its understanding of the strong. How could there be such a shameless person in the world? It had just passed the tribulation and was so weak that it could not fight at all. It was even difficult for it to get up now. But Wang Mang jumped out at this time to have a fair fight with it? If he really wanted to have a fair fight with it, why did he choose this time? Although it hated Wang Mang's shamelessness, it could only plead weakly in the current situation. "Fellow cultivator, please let me go. I just passed the tribulation. I don't have the ability to fight with you at all." Its voice was extremely weak, and it sounded so pitiful that it made one's heart ache. After hearing the 3-tailed white spiritual fox's words, Wang Mang was stunned for a while. He was surprised to find that the three-tailed white spiritual fox was actually a female. It was Wang Mang's first time seeing a female monster royal, especially when he thought of himself jumping out to bully a female. Wang Mang was a little embarrassed. Although Wang Mang was quite shameless, it was still a little shameful for him to bully a mother. However, Wang Mang wouldn't give up just like that. After all, the three-tailed white fox was definitely a new demon emperor. If he gave up on this new demon emperor, it would be impossible to find another target that was so easy to bully. Wang Mang pondered for a moment and said, "How about this? Seeing that you're a female, I'll give you 3 moves. This is Bun Huang's biggest concession to you." At this point, Wang Mang spoke in a gentlemanly and magnanimous tone. This stunned the three-tailed white fox. She had clearly underestimated Wang Mang's shamelessness. How could he say something like that? If it was in its peak state, how could Wang Mang say something like that? It would even think that Wang Mang was very gentlemanly. At the very least, he should be a very gentlemanly demon. Yet, in this sort of situation, Wang Mang actually dared to say such words. He was simply taking advantage of the situation. Therefore, the three-tailed white fox was so angry that it didn't know how to answer Wang Mang. "What? Looks like you don't need it. I'll give in to you?" "Very good." As expected of a demon emperor, this is the backbone that a demon emperor should have. Then, Bin Huang is going to make a move. At this point, Wang Mang still spoke in a righteous tone. "Fellow Taoist, please spare my life." The three-tailed white fox begged bitterly. Hearing that, Wang Mang was unmoved. Just as he was about to make a move, he suddenly thought of something. Then, Wang Mang hurriedly asked in his heart, "System, if I eat this demon emperor now, will it be considered as completing the mission?" In the next moment, the system's voice sounded again, frowny face, warm reminder, "Host. If the host takes advantage of the situation, it won't be considered as proving his strength. Therefore, if the host takes advantage of the situation, even if he kills the demon emperor, it won't be considered as completing the mission." After hearing the system's voice, Wang Mang couldn't help but feel helpless. F***CK, what the hell is this? He could even take the opportunity to eat the demon emperor. But in the end, it won't be considered as completing the mission? Thinking of this, Wang Mang was a little unhappy. Just as Wang Mang was about to speak, Wang Mang saw that the three-tailed white fox demon emperor had completely lost consciousness. Then, it turned into a little fox with charred fur and dripping blood. It looked miserable. F***CK, I haven't even made a move. You've already fainted. F***CK, get up and have a fair fight with me before fainting. In desperation, Wang Mang was extremely helpless. After struggling for a long time, Wang Mang didn't eat the little white fox in the end. After all, even if he ate the little fox, he wouldn't be able to complete the mission. F***CK, I'm here to pick up scraps. In the end, I have to save it, but for the sake of the mission, to better bully it. After thinking for a while, Wang Mang could only take the little fox away. After all, he was still counting on the fox to help him complete the mission. Forget it. I'll just treat it as making friends. When the time comes, I'll ask it to compensate me when it wakes up. It'd be best to blackmail it. Thinking of this, Wang Mang felt much better. Then, Wang Mang left with the little fox. A few days later, in a cave, Wang Mang anxiously guarded the white fox. The injuries on the white fox's body had finally healed by itself. Its charred fur had also grown white and fluffy new fur. However, what made Wang Mang's head hurt was that it had already been a few days. The demon emperor still hadn't woken up. Wang Mang even suspected that if he wasn't there, the demon emperor would have died under the thunder tribulation or in the mouth of other demons. Because it had been unconscious for a few days. At this time, as long as a demon king or great demon king discovered it, even if ordinary demons discovered it, they would definitely be finished. Just as Wang Mang was getting impatient, he suddenly heard the little fox's weak voice. Has Bin Huang arrived at the underworld? After hurriedly looking over, Wang Mang saw that the little fox had woken up. Seeing that the little fox had woken up, Wang Mang said unhappily, Since you're already awake, then fight with Ben Huang. Also, Ben Huang saved you. After the battle, you have to compensate Ben Huang well. Demon Emperor level treasure. At least compensate Ben Huang. Only 8 or 10 of them can make up for Ben Huang's loss. After hearing Wang Mang's words, the Fox Emperor was speechless and stared blankly at Wang Mang. Obviously, it never expected that Wang Mang really didn't eat it and actually saved it. But wasn't this guy very shameless? Why didn't he take the opportunity to eat it? Could it be that this guy fell in love with it? But the ancestors' teachings said that demons were more realistic than humans. Could it be that it wants to pursue me? It wants me to be its Tao companion? After thinking about this, the Fox Emperor looked at Wang Mang with a complicated gaze. Thinking of this, it looked at Wang Mang tentatively and asked in a low voice, "Are you trying to pursue Ben Huang and make Ben Huang your Tao companion?" Hearing this, Wang Mang was suddenly stunned and looked as if he had seen a ghost. He never expected that the Fox Emperor would be able to think of this possibility. Oh my God, how did the Fox Emperor's brain grow? Its brain circuit was even more exaggerated than a woman's. Besides, he was a giant python demon. What was this fox demon thinking? The two of them were not of the same species at all. Damn it. Was it trying to talk about a cross-species love with him? Chapter 233. What the F asterisk CK? What the F asterisk CK? This is the first time I've done a good deed, and a demon royal is going to throw herself at me? If I had known, I wouldn't have done a good deed. Sure enough, doing good deeds is not suitable for me. This damned charm, it was simply too great. Wang Mang even suspected that his charm had transcended races. When he was a human, he was the most handsome boy. When he was a demon, his charm did not diminish. Thinking of this, Wang Mang felt a little proud in his heart. Of course, it was impossible for them. Even if the other party threw herself at him, he would not give in, because even if she threw herself at him, it would not be right. He was a python demon, and the other party was a fox demon. What was going on? This was completely nonsense. Thinking of this, Wang Mang said resolutely, "Impossible. I'm afraid you're dreaming. Even if all the snakes in the world are dead, I will not take a fancy to you." After hearing Wang Mang's words, the Fox Emperor, who was originally very confused, suddenly felt her heart sink. She felt that Wang Mang completely looked down on her. She was a demon royal. If other demon royals knew about her, these demon royals would definitely pursue her crazily. But Wang Mang, he actually looked down on her. This simply made the Fox Emperor gnash her teeth in anger. His good impression of Wang Mang immediately vanished without a trace. Especially when she thought of her own wishful thinking, she became a little angry from embarrassment. For a moment, the Fox Emperor said in a cold tone, "Then what do you want? A demon royal level treasure of heaven and earth? Okay, I'll give it to you. What else?" Seeing that the other party was so easy to talk to, Wang Mang was overjoyed and hurriedly said, "In a fight with Ben Huang. You should have her covered now, right? Ben Huang didn't bully you now, did he?" After hearing Wang Mang's words, the Fox Emperor gritted her teeth and said, "Okay, don't blame Ben Huang for not showing mercy." Hearing this, Wang Mang was very disdainful in his heart. He didn't think that the Fox Emperor had recovered. It had only been a few days, and he had already recovered? How is this possible? Therefore, Wang Mang was very confident in his own strength. Not to mention that the Fox Emperor hadn't recovered yet. Even if he recovered, he wasn't afraid. Wang Mang was not afraid of a mere new Goblin Emperor. Therefore, Wang Mang said proudly, "Let's go out and try. Let's see if your strength is as big as your words." Seeing Wang Mang's shameless face, the Fox Emperor was even more furious. She gritted her teeth and said coldly, "You're not a demon emperor yet. You don't have the qualifications to call yourself emperor in front of Ben Huang." After saying that, she strode out of the cave. Seeing this, Wang Mang was very angry. He felt that his dignity was being challenged. Therefore, he decided to teach the Fox Emperor a lesson. After arriving at a flat area outside the cave, Wang Mang transformed into his enormous body. Then, Wang Mang said in a disdainful tone, "Come on, don't say that Ben Huang bullied you. Seeing you're a coward, Ben Huang will let you have 3 moves." Wang Mang's words completely infuriated the Fox Emperor. She transformed into her huge body and rushed towards Wang Mang. Just as she was about to reach Wang Mang, she leaped up. 3 snow-white tails instantly expanded in the wind and attacked Wang Mang. Seeing this scene, Wang Mang felt disdain in his heart and directly dodged. It was accompanied by a loud noise. He saw that where Wang Mang was previously, a huge crater had been blasted out. Dust flew all over the sky, and sand and rocks flew everywhere. Seeing this scene, Wang Mang was quite shocked. This Fox Emperor was quite capable. Thinking of this, Wang Mang also began to take it seriously in his heart. At this moment, Wang Mang saw the Fox Demon Emperor rushing towards him again. 3-tailed flames. It was accompanied by an ice-cold shout. The Tiger Fox Emperor whipped its 3 tails towards him again. Not only that, but there were also strange, white flames on its 3 tails. Seeing this scene, Wang Mang quickly opened his bloody mouth and spat out the fallen black flames from Wang Mang's mouth. After seeing the flames that Wang Mang spat out, the Fox Emperor suddenly became serious and threw the flames on its tails at Wang Mang. At the same time, facing the fallen black flames that Wang Mang spat out, it quickly dodged. Damn, this flame is incredible. At the same time, after dodging the Fox Emperor's flame, Wang Mang was even more shocked. The power of this flame was extremely terrifying. It even gave Wang Mang a great sense of threat. Moreover, Wang Mang guessed that the power of this flame was definitely not weaker than his fallen black flames. This was also the reason why Wang Mang did not dare to take it head-on. In the next moment, Wang Mang proved his conjecture. He saw that the flame landed on the spot where he was just standing. The white and enchanting flame was still burning on the ground and could not be extinguished. At the same time, the Fox Emperor asked coldly, "Didn't you say that you would let Ben Huang make 3 moves?" Hearing this, Wang Mang suddenly felt a little embarrassed. Suddenly, an idea flashed through his mind. Then, Wang Mang said righteously, "You used 3 tails to attack at the same time. Naturally, it's 3 moves. Fox Emperor. Oh. To tell the truth, the Fox Emperor was also defeated by Wang Mang's words. She had never seen such a shameless person. Shameless was no longer enough to describe this guy. Using 3 tails to attack at the same time counted as 3 moves? How could moves be counted like that? Therefore, in anger, the Fox Emperor began to attack with all her might. She started to attack Wang Mang fiercely. However, she was extremely shocked by Wang Mang's combat ability. That was because Wang Mang's combat ability had not reached the level of a monster emperor. In fact, it was slightly weaker. However, in terms of combat ability, Wang Mang was definitely outstanding. It would not be an exaggeration to say that he was unbelievably strong. Although he had not reached the level of a monster emperor, his combat ability was not any weaker than a monster emperor's. In particular, Wang Mang's close combat skills, his ability to fly and burrow into the ground, were superb. Even the Fox Emperor had to admit that the shameless python in front of her was not weak at all. Therefore, the longer she fought with Wang Mang, the angrier she became. That was because Wang Mang was really too shameless and despicable. He knew that she was a female, so he attacked her buttocks and tails. His methods were extremely despicable. He even wanted to bite her tail and buttocks. He used all kinds of despicable methods that she could not withstand at all. Moreover, after a few hours of fighting, the Fox Emperor also knew it was impossible for her to do anything to Wang Mang. It was even difficult for her to hurt Wang Mang. That was because Wang Mang even had a rare spiritual type supernatural power. If she did not also have a spiritual type supernatural power, she would definitely be defeated by Wang Mang. Therefore, after a few hours, the Fox Emperor stopped indifferently and said coldly, "Get lost. Ben Huang really can't kill you." Hearing that, Wang Mang was instantly unhappy. He was the winner, all right. If the fox did not rely on her speed and agility, once she was entangled by him, she would definitely be dead. That was because he could make a mistake and the Fox Emperor could not kill him. However, if the Fox Emperor made a mistake, Wang Mang would have a chance to kill the other party. Just as Wang Mang was feeling very unhappy, the system's voice sounded again, frowny-faced ding. Congratulations, host. Mission successfully completed. Ding. Congratulations, host. Obtained 1 billion evolution points. Ding. Congratulations, host. Obtained the best quality blind box, X1. Ding. Detected host combat ability, verified by actual combat. Ding. Host's current strength ranking, 95th in the world. You're tuning in to the Warrior Lore YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe and join us on this journey to catch the most captivating stories.